It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, June 3rd, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How is everybody doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean already? What's that, Carmen?
We should be best of.
Oh, Carmen and I were talking yesterday. Carmen was at my house, and my back hurt really bad yesterday.
Oh, my back.
And I was sitting out in the sun most of the day, and I looked at her and I go, we should just do best of tomorrow. And she was like,
I agreed.
yeah, you did agree, didn't you?
I said yes.
I know, but
And now we're here.
I can't.
Carmen will always agree with best of.
I know.
Yeah.
So I asked these guys first, and they were like, well, if you ask Carmen, she's going to say yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not always, yeah. Sometimes she doesn't want to burn the one that she put together.
Oh, yeah.
No. She tried to get Olivero to fill in first.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can text Ian. And then
She was really going deep. She was like, I could text Ian. I could probably bring Rob back for the day.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hoppy will do it for sure.
And Mike was like, no, I got to take a lot of other days off.
Oh, don't make it like I have to go a lot of
Did
days
anyone,
off.
All right.
which, by the way, did anyone else know this?
Yes.
Mike is off
It's on
basically
the
all of
calendar.
June.
No.
Like,
Shut your mouth.
that's what Mike told me yesterday. Mike was like, I'm off all of June.
I got 2 days in June, and I think 1 day at the end of the month for July, because I'm going to Vegas for that UFC fight, which may or may not happen. No, I'm definitely going to Vegas. I don't know.
June 13th and 14th.
Right.
Which, by the way,
On the calendar.
14th is Flag Day. He's an American.
Yes.
And then what is the other that you have to?
I don't know. I don't think I'm taking any days off. I think I leave Friday after the show for
The
Vegas.
28th or
Let me
whatever?
see. Yeah, let me look real quick.
You said June 14th?
13th and
14th.
14th. Yeah.
Okay, that's not in my calendar, but I'm putting
It's in
it on
everybody
there.
else's.
Yeah, it's in
Well,
mine, too.
Get with it.
Mhm.
It says
Just saying.
my calendar says don't tell Carmen.
Yeah.
And then June 28th is when I'll be in Vegas.
So you're
I'm
doing
leaving
the
Thursday
show?
after the show.
Oh, so Friday.
Friday, I'll miss Friday, and I'll be home on Sunday,
Okay, we're off.
and I'll be at the light on Monday.
Mm.
There you go. Listen,
If you want to take a couple more days off, I get it.
a couple more.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's only 3.
Yeah, that's 3 in a whole month.
You made it sound like you were off. You were going to be gone like weeks.
That's 3 more than I want to take. I could tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's fine.
love to
That's
travel, but I
doable.
hate taking off.
That's doable.
Okay. But it's so funny because I hated taking off when we were, like, before I worked at this station, I was insecure about being gone because as soon as you're gone, everything runs smooth. They go, oh, maybe we don't need that guy. And then when the ratings are bad, they're like, yeah, he's gone. We should just fire him while he's gone. So, yeah, now you're number one, and you're like, oh, I feel so super confident, but I still hate taking days off. I don't want to do
You'll
that.
be missed.
I
Michael.
mean, listen, our fearless leader is off this week. So maybe we should just be off too.
Jason's off?
No.
Oh.
Our real boss.
Yeah, my real boss is Galvin. I have no Yeah, John.
Yeah,
John's in a good spot.
I saw him out at Disneyland.
Oh, they're in California.
Yeah.
Disneyland in California is way smaller than Disney World.
That's what I always heard.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize how it's in a small little, like, corner there.
Yeah. Some say it's a small world.
It's not a good neighborhood, and it's
Anaheim.
Anaheim. I went to go see the Anaheim
Ducks.
Angels
Angels.
take on the Yankees when I was a kid. That was the greatest thing in the world. I felt like the Yankees were going to see me in the stadium wearing a Yankee hat and go, he came all the way here. Look at him. There he is.
He's the one.
He's the one, yeah. Surprisingly, there was a lot of Yankee hats there. So anyway, yeah, that's it, Carmen. Those are my days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we got this out because when Roger and JP took off a couple of days, whatever, last week, people lost their mind because they didn't announce it first.
Oh.
Everyone
Oh
freaked.
my God. How did they not tell us? What is the
Carmen,
deal?
people depend on us.
Yeah, well, everyone freaks out, but I kind of put this on Roger and JP because they don't like to tell people that they're on best
Well,
of.
yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
They try and trick people and make them seem like they're live,
Don't
and
try
they're
and
not.
trick me with your trickery.
They're living a lie, Roger and JP.
Well, it's just like if you
Just like their relationship.
right, if you were just honest and be like, "Hey, we're gonna be on best of," I don't think people would be as shocked.
It's Pride.
Like we're
It's Pride Month. We should tell you, Roger and JP are a couple.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they like to take days off.
right.
They go to Airbnbs together in Maine.
The comment sections do not like days off. They don't. treat those nicely.
No, and then the funny thing is that a couple of people are like, man, you guys get more days off than banks or whatever. Yeah, so we have a way better job. I don't know what you wanted to say, but also, we really don't. If you look at it, it's just that it's in the middle of the week sometimes, and that throws it off for you. But we really don't. We get regular holidays and then vacation time like every other job out there.
And also, maybe just get a life.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
The feelings of Carmen do not represent the feelings of the whole show.
I think I represent the whole station.
No, I love that they have no lives. I love that they. Well, I didn't mean to say it like that. I love that they depend on us for daily entertainment.
Well, my thing is like, okay, when you're watching TV and like a repeat comes on, are you shocked?
Yeah, when you're expecting a
Really?
new show. If last week somebody got murdered and the following week you're going to be like, let's find out who got murdered, and then all of a sudden it's a repeat?
Can I tell you, Carmen, that when they have the new Datelines on and it's some repackaged crap from before that I got, the husband did it. I already saw this one. I know what's going on. That makes me mad.
Okay, but when it's June and you're watching a repeat of a Thanksgiving show, are you confused?
I get confused, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're confused that it's not Thanksgiving?
turkey.
I go, where's my turkey? Who's got the cranberries?
See, it's a little ridiculous.
You're
I mean,
really
just
a little ridiculous.
I just think like maybe have a little bit of a like self-controlled calendar.
We should share a calendar with the audience. They should be able to check out, see who the upcoming guests are, and see what days we have off.
When the sunsets are.
People have a routine. They don't want that broken.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Also, especially if you hate your job. You know, when I used to get up in the morning and I'd listen to Ron and Ron while I was working at the sporting goods company before anybody got there. I got there like 7 o'clock, so 7 to 9 would just be me and the radio. And I get on there and it'd be a best of. I'm like, oh, now I'm alone.
Yeah.
Now I'm alone.
Change the channel.
No, how dare you? Don't change. Don't listen to Carmen. Don't change the channel. You're saying the wrong things.
You should be off today.
Yes, Galvin, I tried very hard to be off today.
You should have seen this bag lady yesterday.
Taking all
Call me a
leftovers?
bag lady?
Yeah, you should. She was wearing a hat that went down when her head went through the top, and it was something else, man.
Word on the cruise. 1, 2, I'm getting my floors done. So my upstairs is downstairs. My downstairs is outside. I literally had to throw that together.
I didn't say it didn't look good. I'm just saying.
Oh, you did. No, you said I looked like, you called me a bag lady.
Yeah, but
In what world?
a really good looking
100%.
bag lady, yeah.
In what world
Sexy
is a
bag
bag lady good?
You look like Chad picked you up at the 7-Eleven on the way here.
Yeah.
He lured you in this car with scratch offs.
He wanted to say moo lady, but he didn't want to go
I
that far.
couldn't get it out. He couldn't get it out. Yeah.
That is a moo-moo. 100%.
Yeah,
100%
it's Sunday.
cotton.
It's Sunday, moo time.
Yeah.
Carmen put the moo in moo.
I did. I'm okay with it.
We had a good day yesterday. We had my son's graduation party.
Woo. Yeah.
In which I thought Pap was peeing in the garage.
No.
A lot.
Wouldn't be the first
Just
time.
leaking?
Yeah.
So I made a bar outside by the kitchen. So there was like a bar at the bar. And we had everything, Galvin. We had the margarita machine kicking. We had, which I loved making the margaritas. We had sangria, margaritas, and then we had lemonade, and we had all sorts of alcohol out there. It was insane. And Joe kept coming in the garage.
Yeah.
And I kept going, what does he have in the garage? Like, it wasn't like they weren't smoking weed outside. So I'm like, what could Joe be doing in the garage? And I thought, if he's drunk, does he think there's a bathroom in there?
Oh.
Is he peeing in the garage because he's familiar with it? And I actually had to ask him. I had to go, Joe, why do you keep going in the garage? What was going on? And all he was doing was charging his phone.
Yep.
Even though my house is built with USBs everywhere,
I don't
Yeah.
believe
he had to
that.
charge his phone.
Yeah.
He was doing something shady.
Yeah, he was vaping. And
Yeah.
But he could have vaped outside. That would have been it would have been nobody went. He just vaped.
He was chucking clouds.
I was checking clouds.
So then the other part was we were sitting in the kitchen at one point. I have a big open window, looks outside over by the pool area, and we would just watch Joe having conversations with people, and then we couldn't imagine what they'd be talking about. So Ed is one of my son's friend's fathers, and I think he's older than me, but I don't know. But he's a surgeon, and he's like, you want to talk about if you said draw me a picture of a straight laced guy, it's Ed. And at one point, Joe and Ed were talking, and I thought, I don't know what's
Oh,
going to
man.
happen here. I don't know.
Worlds
You're
collide.
either going to corrupt Ed or Ed's going to come inside and go, you got to get rid of this guy.
Drink in one hand, blowing his vape cloud in his face in the
Yeah,
other.
right. Yeah,
No
100%.
one, no one complained, Joe. Everybody loved you. Even my
Yeah.
father-in-law. My father-in-law was like, "What's that guy's name?" I'm like, "That's Joe." He goes, "Oh, I like Joe."
I was having a good time, Michael,
Yeah.
throwing elbows, mixing it up with
Yeah.
the people.
You would
Joe
definitely
just
throw
kept-
elbows.
Joe just kept bringing people shots
Yeah.
out of a random place. He's like, "Here, take a shot." We're like, "What?"
The
Okay.
minute Spanish Joe got here, Joe was like, "I want a shot." I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. What do you want? And they did tequila right out of the gate. I was like, "Way to go!" That'll get you in the mood.
It was a fantastic time,
It was a
Michael.
party, Gio.
It was a blast.
He was not freeloading. It was a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I bet he knew right where the bottle was, though.
Oh, the whole bar.
Yeah.
But I like it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
What it was for.
It was good.
So-
At some point, I heard Joe giving advice to all the young people, and I just
Oh.
walked away.
Jeez.
I walked away. I was like, I don't want to know what it is.
It's good for
I'm
them to have a
outta
graduation mascot.
here. Yeah.
It was good. It was good advice.
Yeah, it was. This is what we don't want to be like.
Yeah.
Galvin,
Yes.
that margarita machine is fantastic.
Yeah.
Question though, how I was blindly pouring tequila into the margarita. Like I don't know the ratios of what to what, so I just winged it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, it was fine until you got Joe drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just poured the tequila and I went ooh,
Yeah.
and then I poured the mix in and I went.
Yeah.
Eyeball it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to measure it, you could do it, but you don't really need to.
No, okay, all right, I feel good then.
because
Measuring-
you do it, you go a little more tequila. You need a little more tequila, or
I feel like measuring is just a cost-saving measure, really.
yeah.
Like you're just trying to, if you're
It's
at a
if you're
bar.
working at a bar,
Right.
yeah.
I also knew how I was making the drinks for. Like, my brother-in-law wanted a Tito's and soda. I crushed that
Yeah.
Tito's. I knew what was up.
Now, are you going straight up margaritas, or did you throw a little strawberry daiquiri mix in there? Did
Well,
you
yesterday was straight up margaritas because we
Yeah.
had different things. We had a whole thing of red sangria. Then we had the margarita. Then we had a lemonade that could have been spiked, and then we had, it was good. It was good. My wife definitely overplanned. I don't know who she thought, what army she thought was coming, but we had plenty of stuff. Better to have more than less.
I think it was good.
It
I
was
thought it was
good.
good. Yeah.
the bag lady liked it.
Yeah.
You didn't even see me, Galvin.
Oh, I saw you. You
Wow.
posted a picture. I saw.
You know,
I saw you and Chad right out front.
Son of a bitch.
Damn you, social media.
Chad is Coach Chad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the hat, the shirt, the whole deal.
Yeah. That is his life. That's all he talks about. Football.
That's his
Football,
dream,
football.
though, right? Wasn't his dream? Like he realized after playing 6 sports, he was like, "All right, I'm not going to be pro, but now I can teach."
Right.
Yeah. So
Now I
he's
can coach.
Yeah.
And now he's Coach Chad.
Oh boy.
Don't ruin
Yeah.
it for him, Carmen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I feel
The
like
good
you
old
are.
chatty daddy days are gone.
Yeah. No more
You
chatty
can't
daddy.
Don't call him
Oh,
Chatty Daddy.
sorry.
Oh,
After you guys have mommy daddy time, does he do a lot of X's and O's on your tum tum?
When we get in that end zone.
running routes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Run some routes.
Well, anyway, we had a fun time yesterday.
Real
Yeah.
flea
I had a
flicker.
fantastic time, Michael.
Sleep flicker.
You did have a good time, Joe. That's all that matters.
I really did.
You can put Joe out in the backyard with a bottle of tequila. You'd have a good time.
We pretty much did that. Joe had a good time yesterday. It was Ralphie because everybody wanted to see Ralphie, so they just kept feeding him and feeding him and feeding him. Yeah, he must be having a ball.
At one point, I saw your father-in-law was sitting at a table by himself enjoying some food, and then I saw Tom the Tree Man sit down, and your dad looked at him and looked around and just kept eating. I was like, oh, yeah.
That would have been an awkward conversation because he would have been like, "Hey, boss,"
Hey, boss.
and then my father-in-law can't hear anything. He would have been like, "What? You're the boss?" Oh, that would have been weird. Tom was such a help yesterday. He
Yeah.
came over early. He kept bringing the ice. And I kept going, the Iceman dumbeth. Tom kept, he had to run back and get more ice. I don't know what I was planning on doing, trying to build a glacier in my yard or whatever. I have plenty of ice. I threw away more ice yesterday than I think anyway.
It was a blast, and the food was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Food is great. Everybody
Yeah.
keeps asking me about it. I don't know. It's some lady and she
Yeah.
caters. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
I was putting the pulled pork on the sliders and going bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever meet Galvin, the Sub-Zero Italian ice people?
Yeah, they were at Ian's thing.
Okay, yeah. They
Right?
came out
Because didn't we
yesterday.
go inside the thing?
No, these are are you talking about the gelato?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! What was the thing where they brought
That guy
it
has
to
a
cool
unit.
off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
that was a different thing.
We
where
should have had that.
Yeah, it's like a whole room where you can go in and cool off inside the thing. So no, I did not meet these people.
Oh yeah, no, they have the truck and they have ices and gelati and the whole deal, and they were here yesterday and it was
It's
fantastic.
so good.
Is it gelati or gelato?
Gelati, it's like it's when you mix the vanilla like ice cream with the ices.
But there is gelato too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So that's a different thing.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Her Italian ice is really good.
They're really getting wild with the
I know.
ice and the ice cream and mixing it together and doing all kind of different stuff. huh?
future.
It was like Karen Jeremiah's here.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah.
It was good, except you brought me one that was gross.
Why? What do you mean?
I wanted a root beer float
Right.
because they made root beer floats.
Yeah.
Do you know what a root beer float is?
Is it just root beer and vanilla ice cream?
Yeah, you brought me a root beer ice cream, like a root beer ice.
Well, they only had that was their root beer float. What do you mean?
I feel like you just didn't care.
I saw. No,
fair enough.
no, wait, no. Not only
He
did
was
I,
drinking Oreo shakes. How do you think they did not have a root beer float?
because they didn't have. I could have just got you vanilla ice cream.
Mm.
But when I said, "Do you have root beer float?" They gave me the root beer float ice.
So they may have just had the root beer float flavor or
That's
whatever.
fine.
Because
Yeah.
if you know, who's carrying root beer with them?
Yeah, that's true.
And then, I mean, I care so much. You asked for cotton candy, and they didn't have cotton candy. And I said, "Lady, I can't go back in there without some type of cotton candy."
Somebody was like, his job's on the line.
yeah, yeah,
Shut it down.
yeah, dude.
Iverson was here yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for a while, man.
You
Yeah.
this is how long you haven't seen him. His son's bigger than he is.
Yeah?
It was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, we had a good time hanging out. We know what we should do. We should hang out on Sundays every once in
I
a while.
love that.
Totally down.
I just speak my language.
Let's
Yeah,
do Saturday though, so then we have
No.
Sunday to recover.
We'll just take Monday off, Carmen.
Yeah, I'm not wasting a Saturday on you.
Galvin gets it.
Football starts in like 90 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I already have a plan for football, and you're all welcome to join me.
Theater room.
In your theater.
Theater football, home games. I'll be at the tailgate. Away games. I'll be here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. If we do the tailgate, and the tailgate when it ends, I will be home to watch the game before it even starts.
So what about this? Since you're providing the theater room, whenever we come, each week a different person brings the food, right?
Yeah.
Or
I don't know
organizes
why
the
I
food.
enjoy to bring the food.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
want Joe involved
you're
in
going to
my
be
food.
eating sunsets, but you know what I'm talking about. Let me rephrase that. I'll bring some food, or I'll have food set up.
Yeah, we call Huey Magoose.
Yeah, we could do. Joe will bring his slop, his infamous slop that he makes.
Oh, I can definitely.
What is slop?
Oh,
I
it's
forgot.
Basically,
Yeah,
just chili.
Uh-huh.
Chill.
Yeah,
Just whatever's in the fridge.
100%.
Listen,
Chops it up, throws it in a.
Yep. Crock
Pot.
pot. Yeah.
I grew up that way. You,
Yeah.
you got to learn how to make something
Yeah.
with what's there.
Yep,
By
figure it out.
the way, am I ready for football? I got my Steelers stuff all ready to go.
Yeah, I'm very ready.
I forgot until like yesterday. I was scrolling through social media that Russell Wilson's on the Steelers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I guess he was at some country concert. He came out in Pittsburgh,
You brought him in
Jersey.
Jersey.
And
Yeah.
everybody was going nuts. They loved him. I was like, oh wow,
They
that's
seem
right.
to be ready for him until he dumps. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it goes well. I mean, we got Justin Fields as the backup. So
Yeah,
well, I'm assuming backup, but we'll see.
I mean, I'll tell you. I know we had it last year, but the idea that we're going into football season with the Hard Rock Bet app makes me even more excited.
Oh yeah.
I got to tell you, did not do well on the Hard Rock Bet app this weekend for fighting and stuff.
Neither did I.
Well, it's funny. I did a dumb thing. So I took Zhang for a knockout in the 7th round.
Ooh.
But as I was getting ready for the fight, I go, you know what? Let me get 6th round too, just to cover it. I'll do both rounds, whatever. I did 7th round again. So I bet twice on 7th round. He wound up knocking him out in the 6th round. Yeah, which I would have won. I mean, it was plus I think it was plus 600 or
I
something.
put money down on Wilder.
Yeah.
Just because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because no, I didn't think there's any chance that he was going
higher
to win,
odds.
but at higher odds, I
Yeah.
figured if I'm going to win, I'm going to win big.
He looks so tired.
He didn't care about that fight.
No,
looks so
no.
tired.
Well, I told you he was talking about retirement before it. I told you he wasn't going to be in it.
Yeah.
And then I put money. I did a 7-way parlay on the UFC. One fighter screwed me.
Oh,
Everybody
really?
else won. Yeah, one
Yeah.
fighter screwed the whole thing. I was like, damn
Did you
it.
think Poirier was going to win?
No,
No. But
I
he was-
don't think anybody beats Islam. That guy is unbelievable, man.
He's an unbelievable wrestler.
Yeah,
But
he was standing too.
I couldn't believe how great he was at getting out of those locks, man. That was amazing.
That's like the new over there. Whatever they're doing, they're
Yeah.
doing it,
Yeah.
man.
It was. I'll tell you, I really enjoyed that pay-per-view. The whole thing was great. All those fights are great. And if you're Donald Trump, you want to go to one of those every day because those people love him.
Trump at UFC in New Jersey, you won.
Yeah,
you won.
Well, I got to tell you though, in New Jersey, that was kind of like I thought that'd be like kind of a mixed bag because you're getting mostly people from New York going over there. You know what I mean? It's Newark, so it's right over the bridge. It's like driving to St. Petersburg. And but that audience, those people, they love him.
Yeah, did you see the video when Trump is walking out with Dana through like the hallway? Almost
Theo.
And Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, he is so Theo Vaughn has gotten so unbelievably famous.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking about that with Bert this weekend about how Bert's about to go back on tour now, and I don't know. It makes me happy because when I was a kid, Andrew Dice Clay and Sam Kinison were like the two biggest comedians, and Howard Stern used to have them on all the time. And now easily Bert's one of the biggest comedians, and he's our guy. You know what I mean?
Like when I see someone like Theo Vaughn, I go, "What the hell's Theo Vaughn? Oh yeah, he's super famous."
Yeah, Road Rules. Road Rules is super famous.
He is really funny though.
Who is the most famous person to come from Real World and Road Rules? Because you got that one girl that's on Fox News all the time. You got Theo.
Yeah, Miz.
You got Miz.
right.
And that's what I was going to say. It would probably either be between Theo and Miz for who has the most money, right?
Yeah. Well, Kyle Brandt, he's from Real World. He's been on Good Morning Football for like a decade.
Right. But I know what they make. It's not all.
Yeah, true. But as far as like notoriety,
Right.
Yeah, I wonder because Miz had his reality shows and doing all this stuff, and I don't know how much with WWE, but Theo's getting all of the money.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's
He's getting
true.
all the money from the
I mean,
podcast.
he's
He's
not
getting
getting
all the
punched.
money from the touring.
But also,
I have
Miz had
their-
his own show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Miz
Yeah, but they
has
couldn't have
been
made that
more
much money.
famous longer, I think, than all those guys.
Wasn't Miz's show on E?
I
Maybe.
think so.
Yeah.
One of those
Yeah.
things.
It was like right after the Bellas, though.
Yeah, but
like
it
they
just-
did all those wrestling shows.
That's money, but it's not great money. You know, it's not like it was on NBC.
Well, I
If
have
I'm
their
guessing,
net worth.
if I'm guessing Theo Vaughn's worth more,
I think the Miz.
and I say
know.
Theo Vaughn is worth like probably around 25 million.
I got the Miz's net worth.
I just wanted to vomit when you said that.
No,
That Theo Vaughn is worth $25 million. I say Theo is worth $10 million.
Carmen.
I think the Miz is worth more, and he's worth 17.
Oh, Joe, you want to guess?
I didn't even know who the Miz is.
All right.
you were talking to him at the party.
Yeah. The Miz
Sound like a nice
definitely
guy.
has more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got. They say it's between 14 and 20 million.
Wow.
And Theo Vaughn is estimated at 2.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know that's got to be low.
Yeah, that's got to be low. I mean, his podcast has been up there for a long time.
that-
But like, what are
top.
you making on podcasts?
A lot.
Yeah, you're making a ton of money.
lot. Those, how we do the
They-
live reads, when they do the live reads, they're, yes.
Theo just
we
bought
know.
a Cybertruck.
Well,
Yeah.
some of them are.
Yes.
A lot. Yeah, but I'm
The
but
big
what,
ones.
but also you have to remember there are some podcasts that like they just do it without getting money.
No,
you know
no,
what I
no. Theo's getting
His
paid.
is up there, yeah.
Theo's getting paid to do this. Hey, show me what insects like the humpback. Yeah. Dude, he's great, and the guy who does him on Instagram is even funnier.
Oh yeah.
Spent a lot of time last night looking at Instagram videos. I thought I hit the end of the internet.
No, it
I
sucks
thought
you in,
finally,
man.
I thought I finally thumbed up and nothing
Oh.
else came up.
I
thought
fell
I saw
into the
everything.
UFO rabbit hole this weekend.
So China supposedly landed a craft on the moon.
You saw that on the dark side.
An unmanned craft.
Yeah.
On the dark side of the moon. And they have video of it landing on the moon.
Yeah.
But now I don't know if it's true or not.
I know,
Because
me
we
neither.
faked the landing.
Yeah.
Did they fake the landing?
Most
Theirs
likely.
is a lot easier because they just had to show.
Yeah.
They don't have to show people walking around.
Yeah.
So
And I
And
mean,
what happened to that lady that's just floating out there?
oh, the Russian?
she's still floating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's dead.
she's fine.
She's dead, dude.
She's hungry.
Yeah, she's definitely hungry, definitely sad, definitely moving slow.
Bad news. We
Yes.
can't get you back.
Dude, like I could not imagine that.
What happened? Did something break? No, we knew.
Yeah.
But like that's crazy, right? Like no one's gonna do anything about that.
No.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
If she
She's
dies,
floating around
she
in
dies.
space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
You
What
think
is
in
it?
that movie they would have spent all that time trying to get the Martian back?
Yeah.
They would have
Okay.
been like, I guess he's there.
So now my other question is okay, so they knew they weren't gonna be able to get this lady back, right?
Yeah.
But we were able to we were able to go to the moon and come back.
We
No
don't know.
problems asked.
We
Yeah.
don't know. But Carmen, you got to
I'm
understand.
saying it's not real.
When she goes up into space and she's out there flying around, she's not like just circling the moon. She's gone. She's in infinite space.
Right. But where were they sending her to begin with?
She was just supposed to do an orbit around the Earth, and
then come back.
Yeah. Well.
And the moon's farther than that.
Yeah.
And we're all thinking that we went to the moon and came back.
No, most
Fake
of us are
news.
thinking we didn't do it. No.
Right.
Yeah.
We definitely didn't do it.
Yeah.
No one's gone to the moon.
Well, I'm trying to think of what would be a good confession on my deathbed. Like all these people who were involved in the moon landing supposedly are like, it didn't happen, and then they die. What am I going to be like?
I never loved you.
No, I know that's true. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm not involved in any major conspiracies, but I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
What would you want to find out on your deathbed? Like, you don't have anything to tell, but what would you want to know?
Ooh.
Like, the president gets one thing, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
I thought you meant like out of anything. I was going to say you don't want to find out whether there's a heaven or not.
Like, right before you die?
Yeah. By the way, you're in a box. See you later.
I'd want to know. I mean, I already know.
You only get one.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Ruin it, Carmen.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just,
You're not a benevolent God.
maybe I am. You don't know.
Say I want to know if there is life out there, but I already think there is. And even if they go yes, I go, oh, all right, well, that didn't help me out. I didn't get to meet him or nothing.
And they're like, just tell him so he can die in comfort.
Yeah.
I want to know if wrestling is real. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
It's real to me.
I don't know.
I mean,
I want to know kill Kennedy.
the government.
CIA.
Yeah, but what if they answer slick, or if they go Lee Harvey Oswald? Well, yeah,
that
but
would be-
you guys hire him to do it. You know, I want to know.
And then you die right there, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald is the greatest setup ever.
Oh,
The fact that he was in Russia and all that stuff, and he was a communist or a Marxist, whatever he was.
great fall guy,
Great fall guy. Like
Yeah.
they did some research
Yeah,
on
they
that.
did.
They used this idiot.
dude, and he just fell right into it.
Yep.
No questions asked.
And then
Did he?
then they went to
Yeah.
Jack Ruby and they
Yeah.
go, we screwed up and you need to fix it.
Yeah.
I love when they have these like expert sharpshooters try and like
dude, right?
do the exact same shot, and it's like damn near impossible.
Well,
Yeah.
have you seen the video, the unreleased video? It was the driver.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What
was
do
the
you mean?
Pruder film?
What are you talking about, the unreleased video?
There was a video
Was-
of the parade.
Was Kevin
right?
Costner there?
Nope.
It
and
was actually a film.
it was
Zapruder shot it.
but there was actual video,
Yeah.
and the real video never got released. But if you watch it, it
Boy,
came out.
you said it never got released.
But it came out one time because it was live, and then they faked it and they put the movie out basically.
It was not live. There was nothing live about it.
Okay.
No, don't say that like you don't believe me.
Oh, because you're
You-
the world.
What?
What? Go ahead.
Yes, I know more about the Kennedy assassination than a lot of people.
Okay.
I've read a lot about it.
You were there.
No, I did not. I was there. I've been to the site, but I have only read a lot about it. I said
Did you watch it live?
nobody watched it live except the people that were there.
So who's to say that it's not real or not?
But I'm saying is, what video did you think that you saw that was live?
No, I didn't see this. I watched a video of an old lady talking about the video that came out.
Oh,
But they slow it down, and it was the driver who shot it.
Would he turn around and just pop, pop?
Yes.
and nobody was supposed to notice?
They never released the video to the public.
No, I'm saying the millions of people or the hundreds of people that were watching the parade that day. They didn't notice the driver turn around and shoot the president.
They all died.
Well, he went. They all died. Yeah.
All the people in the all that were watching the parade.
Find someone who was there.
The driver turned around, shot Kennedy, and then went.
Oh, that's why.
Don't say
They
it.
started making out with Jackie.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you for solving that, Carmen.
I didn't solve it. I'm just saying I saw a video of this old lady who was talking about it, who said, this is the real video. It never got released. Okay? You don't think that's plausible at all.
I don't understand what you're saying. The real video.
Because the video that they did release was fake.
Was edited.
You're talking about
Yes.
the Zapruder film where they edited it and didn't release it to the public. until recently, and the unedited version has the driver shooting Kennedy,
Correct.
Got it.
and none of us heard of this.
No, and also, what a very skilled driver to be able to drive through the parade,
I mean,
turn
yeah.
around, shoot the president, continue driving, and go, what? I didn't do anything.
Then
If you're
slam
gonna
on the
be good-
gas to
yeah.
get out of there.
Yeah,
That's
Drove
right.
him
That's
out of there.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I bet you believe the president is actually running our country.
I
don't-
believe the president's a robot.
I don't believe anything anymore, Carmen. You've melted my brain in the last segment.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Nothing's real.
There was a colonel that just recently retired. I think he was a colonel or a major general. No, not Potter. Different guy.
Sanders?
No. But he said that not only are aliens real, but the government has documentation where we've been making deals with them as far back as the nuclear program.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what got them here when they were like,
Yeah.
these idiots are going to blow themselves up.
That's pretty wild.
We should go down there.
And the aliens are like, just give them the iPhone.
We'll train you.
Yeah,
you stop your nuclear program for at least 10 years and we'll give you some.
Yeah.
We're not going to cure cancer yet.
Nope.
We're going to hold that one out,
Yeah.
but we'll give you the iPhone.
But you'll be able to dance and lip sync to stuff and put it up
And
online.
we'll give you the unedited Zapruder film.
Yeah.
So you could see who the driver killed Kennedy.
And I'm almost convinced they gave us Hugh Magoo's because that's too good to be.
Hugh Magoo's might have
That's
come.
alien
Might have
chicken.
come,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so good.
Would you
Ah.
be surprised to find out that Steve Jobs was an alien and he's not really dead?
Dude, that would be crazy.
Yeah, the lizard people can only last in skin for so
Right.
long.
Yeah.
That makes
They gotta
sense.
change out skins.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. When we come back from break, we'll play Sporkle. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away for the week, and we'll do that next on 102.5 The Bone. Joe,
Yes, Michael.
am I having a seizure or were there bubbles happening a couple
I don't.
minutes
There
ago?
was something going on over here. I don't know
Is
what.
it still going on?
I can't get my. This PC is. It's not. I can't. I thought it was because I didn't have batteries in my mouse.
Oh,
So I
man.
changed it, and now it's just. I can't. It's not responding at
What
all.
happens when you restart it?
That's what I'm trying to do. It turns in. You heard the bubbles.
Yeah. Sounded like you had a cauldron over there, boil and troil.
Oh, we heard it.
I thought of that scene in Spaceballs when Darth Helm was like, "What's all this churning and bubbling?" That's Mr. Coffee.
Officer.
I don't know what's happening over there.
yeah.
Anyway, Carmen, what do we got today to give away?
We have a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
So we have Journey and Def Leppard.
Journey to that Leopard that's in Orlando.
Correct. Slash.
Is that Ruth
So
Eckerd
the
Hall? Where's
sound.
that? The sound.
Sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 30 Seconds to Mars. Jane's Addiction. Imagine Dragons. And the Marley Brothers.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. When is Slash?
Slash is August 10th.
Oh, I got time. I got plenty of time to say I'm going to go and then not go. August 10th outside.
Hot.
If they let me sit in that little booth, the little Hooters booth, I'll do that. All right. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Bubbles is over there as your
Bubbles.
backup judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right. Today we're going to be playing Famous Johns. Can you name the Famous Johns?
Yes.
Very simple.
All right.
I'm going to give you a hint of something that they did, and you're going to give me the John.
Oh, John Calta.
So
Famous Johns.
we can go last. We can go last name.
You can just go last name because they all begin with John.
Okay.
John Calta went to open mic at Side Splitters last night.
Oh, nice. Getting his chops.
I don't like it. You're going to pass me up.
Gotta pay your dues.
Did he say how it went? Did anybody?
I haven't talked to
No?
you in bed already.
All right, Carmen, whenever you're ready.
Well, I don't know. You guys are just talking. I
Yeah.
was waiting for you guys not to talk.
Kind of what
All
we
right,
do.
here we go.
All right. Your first one.
We should have took off today. Huh?
I'm telling you. Actor who played Danny Zuko in Grease, the movie.
Travolta.
Mike Calta. American novelist and poet
Steinbeck.
known for his
Grisham.
Rabbit series of books.
Rabbit.
American novelist and poet known for his Rabbit series of books.
John Edgar Allan Poe.
I don't know.
John
That is an aggressive buzzer.
Yes.
Updike.
Do you want me to turn it down?
No, I was fine.
Okay. Yes, John Updike. No point though.
Yeah.
Just aware.
Updike.
Oh,
Known for his roles in westerns.
What, wait,
Mike Calta.
What?
Led the Denver Broncos to 2
Elway.
Galvin. African American jazz saxophonist and
Coltrane.
composer. What'd you say?
Coltrane.
Correct. Galvin.
Nope.
Gio.
Yep.
Yep, that one. American composer and conductor known
Williams.
known for his military and patriotic.
Sousa.
Yep.
Mike. English philosopher and Terry O'Quinn's character on Lost.
Block.
Mike Calta.
Do that.
Never watched that.
25th Prime Minister of Australia.
Quincy.
Dundee.
Outback.
25th Prime Minister of Australia. John Winston Howard.
Hello.
Reigned as Pope until his death.
John
John
Paul
Paul.
II.
Galvin. And Pap, we're halfway there.
Spanish not on the board. Gio with 1 single solitary point. Galvin doubling that with 2. And Michael is your leader. He's winning with 4.
That can't be right.
It doesn't feel right.
I'll take it.
All right, we're playing Famous Johns. Your next one of the creators of Monty Python's Flying Circus. Galvin. Famous tractor company.
Deer.
Mike Calta. Former world #1 professional tennis player.
McEnroe.
Mike Calta. Pap?
Yes, Mike Calta.
Okay. American engineer who developed the car that was
Ford.
that was later featured in the movie Back to the Future.
DeLorean.
Mike Calta.
Henry was Ford.
Yeah.
U.S. Attorney General from 2001 until 2004.
Crawford. Something like that. I know it.
Johnson.
U.S. Attorney General from 2001 until 2004.
Major.
I don't know.
John Ashcroft.
Ashcroft. I knew it was some cross something in there. Damn it. Crawfish. That's it. That's got to be it.
So good.
Generic name for any
Dope.
male. Galvin. And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Spanish not on the board. Gio still with that point. Galvin with 4. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 7.
Oh, I need all 3.
All right, we're playing Famous Johns. We're on the last 3. Here we go. Composer of
Williams.
Gio.
Oh, I just let Mike
Thanks,
win.
Gio.
Sorry.
You didn't let me.
Hey, he's been holding back this whole time.
Legal thriller author.
Grisham.
Galvin. And your last one.
Candy.
Let's all guess one. Let's all
Stamos. Damn it.
C. Riley.
John Chuck.
Goodman.
Do you guys want the actual clue?
Goodman, yeah.
Goodman.
Explorer commonly credited
Smith.
as the
Glenn.
first,
Cousteau. John.
first European to discover Newfoundland.
Magellan. John Magellan.
Oh, Jean Baptiste.
John Henry Hudson.
No, John Smith.
John Smith.
I said John Smith.
Oh, did
Oh.
Not correct.
you? John Smith again, though.
Give us a hint.
Johnny
First
Carson.
name John.
Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
John
Adams.
Cashmere.
Cashmere.
Catch me outside.
Cabbage.
Catch and release. John Catch and Release.
No.
John Cabot.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Cabbage.
No.
John Cabbage.
John
Cabbage.
Larry Lettuce's brother.
Oh, wow.
Kim Coleslaw.
Oh my God.
I believe that's 3 in a row.
Your final score.
No.
Spanish with 0 points. Gio with 2. Galvin had 5, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
I do feel triumphant.
You're welcome. I
Why?
let you in.
You are triumphant. Sorry, I didn't want to yell your celebration music. Congratulations, Michael. That is not 3 in a row. That is 1 in a row.
No, it's 2 in a row.
No, Galvin won last time.
How dare you.
Yeah.
How dare you, John Cabbage? You know nothing, John Cabbage.
Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was no Jon Snow.
No, Jon
Yeah.
Snow.
Oh, the House of Dragons.
Yeah,
are
it starts up.
coming soon.
Yeah. It's back in like, I don't know, 10 days or something, I think.
Middle of the month or something. Yeah.
I'll sum it all up for you, having not seen any episodes. I banged my sister. Look, a dragon. Beware of the ice people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not far off.
I know.
It's good.
It's the little that I've seen from Game of Thrones.
No ice people in this one yet. though.
No, yeah.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
I banged my sister. People fall out windows.
Well,
Dragons are coming.
that was Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking Game of
this is
Thrones,
different.
though. Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah.
This one's different.
If I started watching this one now, do I have to watch the first season first?
No, they'll do a recap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy in this whole thing?
You are, I think.
Oh, in
I'm not
everything.
gonna lie, you got me on that one.
John
All right.
Hamm.
John Hamm.
Delicious.
Yeah.
What do we have coming up in news, Calvin?
Coming up in news today, Haters Gonna Hate, Let It Burn, and Skills That Thrills.
I like it. All right. Galvin's got your news. We'll take a quick break. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I will not be able to go on Saturday because I will be in Port Charlotte with my number one best friend, Robert Kelly,
Oh.
who will be doing comedy at Visani Comedy Theater.
Oh,
nice.
man.
Yeah.
This weekend?
This weekend, yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think he comes in here on Thursday, and then will be on the show with us on Friday, and then shoot down to
Awesome.
Port Charlotte afterwards. Yeah, that'll be
I
fun.
love getting to see him.
My daughter has a dance recital on Friday,
Oh.
and I don't.
Want to go.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. There's no secret in that. They're the worst. Not her part, but I got to sit
Yeah,
through
she's fantastic.
50 other classes in order to get to
These
her.
other boring kids.
So I said to my wife, I'm like, well, I'm not here. I'm not here. I didn't know about it. I'm not here this weekend. And she goes, are you going to miss it? And I go, I mean, I've been to every other thing ever. I haven't missed anything. And she's like, okay. And I go, well, don't say it like that. And I go, I'll just ask Juliana. And she goes, Juliana's going to say she doesn't care. I go, yeah, that's what I'm hoping she says. But if she says, no, I really want you to be there, I'll be there. And she goes, okay. So I sat down and I said, Juliana, Friday, Bobby's going to be here and we're going down to Port Charlotte. She goes, okay. And I go, but you have your dance recital on Friday and I'm afraid I'm going to miss it. And she goes, okay. And I go, do you care? And she goes, well, it's probably going to be my last one. And I went, she gut punched me
And
hard.
you did just have that huge party for Joey, but you know, Miss Miami said that's fine,
Right.
whatever.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me. But then she was like, no, I don't care.
This weekend, well, it actually falls in the middle of next week, but we're going to celebrate this weekend as fast as you can. My wife and I anniversary wedding. How many years?
18. No, that was the dumbest
Not
guess.
right.
Can I
12.
guess again?
Go.
15?
Go.
14.
Go. No.
11.
No.
10.
7. You're close. You're all very close.
9.
13.
Oh.
Damn, that's
What
a
did I
good
say?
number.
12. I said
Yeah.
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
14.
It's on the 11th, but it's, middle of the week, so we're going to celebrate this weekend. And then
Congratulations, man.
next weekend is Father's Day and all that stuff.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Will you be celebrating in Port Charlotte?
maybe. Maybe we'll come down and see Bobby. Yeah.
Here's what I need in Port Charlotte. I need, because there's a marina right there,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go fishing on Saturday morning with Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he comes here, we say we're going to go fishing. We never go. I don't know how that works out. Like, I don't know how we even find anybody down there. So, if somebody knows somebody. If you can email me,
sure,
or hit me
yeah.
up on social media. We'd like to go on Saturday.
By
Go
the
fishing.
way, just so you know, there is a thing called Google. That
No,
you
I
can
know,
Probably.
I know, but I'm trying to see if I can get somebody through the show, like a recommendation
Yeah,
or
I'm
something.
sure
Like Captain
somebody
Nate.
knows.
Captain Nate's in Sarasota. I found him through the show, and
Mhm.
he was great. But I mean, this is a little further south.
But
for him.
also, Captain Nate would be somebody who'd go, "Hey,
Right.
Nate, who do you know over there?" Because
yeah, captains all know
if you're
each
in the biz, Captain,
got the same hands.
Captain,
Captain.
Captain.
other. All right, good.
Mate.
That is the weekend plan. To if my daughter's like, "What's my last recital?" But don't worry, I'll be on the pole.
Oh,
because you didn't come to this.
Man,
You made me do this.
won't be the last time I dance.
Oh, oh my god!
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Everybody else was saying it. Said it better.
Dude.
All right, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Joe, I'm very concerned about the garbage.
Why?
Is it all out? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's out.
Boil, toil in trouble.
Because we had the party yesterday, and there's too much garbage,
Yes.
and there was all food and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's there was something leaking in the hallway as well.
Sure it wasn't you?
Yeah. Well, I think so.
I wiped it up as best I could.
You didn't have to
Michael.
wipe it up.
I mean, I wanted to. I
You had
don't
to
want
wipe
to
it
leave
That's
them.
Joe's job.
I don't want to leave a mess
Alright.
in your home.
Wipe it up.
So nice to have us here.
You got those
margaritas.
bags out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are something else, man.
Yeah.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. Do not forget, Father's Day is coming up. It's going to be on Sunday, June 16th. So not this weekend, the following weekend.
What are you getting, Pap?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I might be his dad soon.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Did we reverse it? Is he the pap now because he's...
He's dating Teabag?
Right. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Teabag. I don't know if that was her name.
All right.
What is it?
Sweet and low.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, don't pretend like you don't call her
I don't
that
know.
when you give her belly
I
kisses.
definitely don't call it
Extra
that.
sweet.
Or when I don't do that. No, but I don't. What do I get Joe for happy?
Get him some
Father's
Get
Day?
him
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah.
You're getting
I'm gonna
old.
get
Do
him
you
some
know how
shoes.
many size 5 shoes you can buy?
Yeah, Pelts.
Yeah.
Pelts
They got all
got a
kinds of
size 5
deals.
special.
Yeah. Pelt Shoes has 6 locations throughout Pinella, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. And they have all the shoes that you're looking for. Shoes for every man, whether you want athletic shoes, boating shoes, sandals, work boots, dress shoes. Mike, if you need some boating shoes when you're going out fishing, stop by Pelts.
Dad shoes.
Yeah. Stop. Oh, yeah. Get some white New Balance for out there
Velcro.
mowing the lawn, doing all this stuff. So stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
I had a question.
All
real
right.
quick.
All right. Carmen, are we taking questions?
Oh, it was for Carmen.
Oh.
We can.
All right.
Carmen,
Yes.
we got a problem.
Oh, boy.
What?
I need to get more Mike Allstott in my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
My Teza supply ran low.
Yeah, same
I
kind.
didn't know that I'd be using it so often.
You
I can
really
help you
got to
guys.
try the stuff that has the caffeine because the creamsicle is no caffeine.
Right.
Right.
I'm not using it for the boost right now.
you need
I'd
it
like
for
to
the
try
boost.
that. Yeah.
The boost is fantastic
Yeah.
because it's not a jittery boost at all. It's just a good,
Yes.
good boost where
Yes.
you're like, oh, all right, feeling good. Here,
Yeah.
gonna do it. Yeah.
But by the third one, I'm like, I feel great.
You're doing it wrong, though. I think
Nah, I don't
Spanish is the
swallowing 'em.
problem.
Nah,
Yeah,
you're crazy.
you just need one.
It's not a suppository. What are we doing?
So, Carmen, a lot of times I'll just rip open the pouch and then I clap my hands together and
So the
smell
great
it.
kabuki.
Yeah, I smell it.
my God.
Carmen, I use the Mike Allstott creamsicle,
It's good. It's good.
jam it in.
Okay.
And then after a while, I forget that it's there, and I go get a coffee, and I'm like, boom, pumpkin spice latte.
Oh.
Are you a top lip, bottom lip?
Bottom left,
Yeah.
Bottom left. Same.
Top right.
top
Bottom
left. I
left.
can't fit my mouth over.
Yeah,
it.
me either. I noticed Chad is a top lipper.
Yeah, but yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
trying
cool
to
guys, top lips.
Yeah.
Me and Chad.
Well, and I'm trying to get Chad off the nicotine. He does the real.
Yeah, that's
no,
the good
don't do
stuff.
that.
You got
Or
me real
what-
nervous the way you said that.
Yeah, no, he does like the real nicotine.
I don't say it again.
Wait, do you want me to say what?
Don't say the N word and Chad in the same sentence.
It's not the same thing.
Oh, I'm like, so yeah. So if he's on the nicotine, you can swap that out with this stuff because this stuff is all natural.
Yeah.
Correct. It's just tea. So I'm trying to get him to switch, which he likes it, but he does it like in between, or he'll do both of them, and I'm like, that's not
See?
how that works.
No, you double stack them up, baby. Give me the goods.
I've mixed flavors before.
Yeah.
Mixing
So
flavor, yeah.
when I say the name Claudia Scheinbaum, what do you think?
We don't
know.
shine shoes no more.
Huh? Do we know who she is?
No.
Anybody?
Yeah. It sounds so familiar.
Don't look it up, Spanish.
Claudia Scheinbaum.
Claudia Scheinbaum. Where do you
It
think
definitely
she's,
sounds familiar.
Where do you think she's from? Like what?
Hello. I'm from the Scheinbaums.
Claudia Scheinbaum has been elected Mexico's first woman president. Yeah, that doesn't, doesn't sound exactly Mexican, but following a historic campaign season that saw 2 women leading the pack. How about that for Mexico? Sheinbaum, who is 61 years old, won the presidential election held on Sunday, June 2nd. According to the New York Times, Sheinbaum won by at least 58% of the vote in a landmark election. If his computer wasn't boiling, we'd be able to see a picture of her, but not going to happen.
Yeah.
What's going on over there, Joe? Is it still bubbling?
No, Cernak remotely ported in, and I'm back now.
Oh, he's back, baby.
Yeah.
All right, well, pull up that email because we got some stuff.
Remote that port.
Jury selection is to begin today in federal gun case against President Joe Biden's son after a deal with prosecutors fell apart that would have avoided this spectacle of a trial so close to the 2024 election. A lot of people going to trial. Hunter Biden has been charged with 3 felonies stemming from a 2018 firearm purchase when he was, according to his memoir, in the throes of crack addiction. He has been accused of lying to federally licensed gun dealer, making false claims on the application used to screen firearm applicants when he said he was not a drug user, and illegally having the gun for 11 days. He has pleaded not guilty and has argued he's being unfairly targeted by the Justice Department after Republicans decried the now defunct deal as special treatment.
It is ridiculous.
Come on.
It is ridiculous. This is going on. I mean, he clearly had a drug problem. You do dumb stuff when you're on drugs.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt. This is ridiculous.
This to me is not only ridiculous, but if you want to go after their money, this is not the way to do it. Now you're just making a sham out of the judicial system, and you're spending our money to do all this stuff. Like I don't
gotta get them
understand.
somehow. That's
Yeah, but
what
it's
they
like
do.
I understand.
So they got Al Capone.
Yeah, but
Taxes.
Yeah.
they're not going to be able to get into any of his money through this. They're not getting any of his documents.
But you
through
have to
this.
understand they're not doing this for anything other than make him look bad,
it's
make
ridiculous.
Joe Biden look bad.
I really am more interested in the sister and all the things that she claims in her diary.
She's still saying that stuff.
Bro,
Yeah.
yeah.
That he was getting in the shower with her and all that.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
why-
his sister. That's his daughter.
His daughter. Yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah.
This?
Hunter's sister.
yeah, it's Hunter's sister,
Oh, okay,
Joe
yeah.
Biden's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how families work.
But why isn't the world making a bigger deal about this? If that thing said Trump like to look at his niece in a
Right?
bikini, everybody would be like, he's a pervert. He
Right?
hugged,
Well-
look at him. He hugged his daughter.
Trump was the one that said he's known for like saying how hot Ivanka was.
She's
Like,
pretty hot. She is.
She's super hot. Of course. But she's literally that's exactly what you
Is
said.
it- is it better?
Your father should not say you're hot.
Yeah. Okay. Is it better that I say, like, if I look at my daughter and I go, "You look hot," or if I look at her and I go, "You look beautiful"?
You look beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but if she's getting ready to go to a gala or something and she's wearing a big dress, and I look at her and go, "Wow, you look hot."
No, never say hot.
Look, I get
never
it. I
say
agree.
hot.
I just,
Yeah.
as I was saying it out loud, I want to throw up.
Right.
Remember,
No,
I have-
beautiful makes absolute sense. That's you look beautiful, but yeah,
My
hot
niece-
That's
is
a normal
sexualizing.
my niece, that was my brother's daughter, is beautiful. My niece, that was my brother-in-law's daughter, was hot. I could say that.
No.
One was, I can. I wasn't
No.
related to her by blood. She was hot.
I get it.
Still can't say that.
I get it. Yeah.
Caitlin's beautiful. Emily was hot.
Yeah.
So that's just how
I
it goes.
just can't believe that you're like how we're not talking about the showering thing and that this poor
It
girl.
seems so
'Cause, like,
ridiculous.
But
Well into her teenage years.
Yeah. And,
That's the weird part.
she wants people to know. Like she's trying to get the word out on
Does
what
she
was
not
going
talk
on.
to him?
I don't believe so. Not according to what she wrote in her dear diary.
How
Her
old should I be
journal.
when I stop showering with
Now.
my daughter?
Dude.
Now?
But
If it was now, it would be a problem.
Way long ago.
Yeah.
5, 4.
No, under that, I think.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I'm not a
When you have a big shower and your kid's little, it's not a big deal. But I mean, even
Sounds like excuses.
Trump said that Ivanka was voluptuous and it's okay that she's a piece of ass.
Whoa!
Wait,
come on.
that I
He did
don't-
not say that.
He did say that.
Oh,
Where?
And then he said he'd take a shot at her.
yeah.
Voluptuous.
I love that word.
Voluptuous isn't a bad word.
And she's a piece of
But
ass.
she's not voluptuous. She's just very thin.
Yeah.
You know?
What kind of damage does that do to
Oh, that's
your daughter when you call her a piece of ass?
It's so gone. Everything
like-
is just so gone.
Where was he when he said this?
Hot on the
It-
Howard Stern show.
I don't think there's any place that makes it okay, but I'm just like
That'd be
wondering,
the
like,
most okay place.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
just
world.
daughter, she's
wondering
a
what
piece of
the-
ass. It's
what the
okay.
She's a real piece of
circumstances.
ass.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, We're still talking about the WNBA. The WNBA on Sunday upgraded Chicago Sky guard Chennedy Carter's foul against Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark to a flagrant 1 violation after reviewing the play. Carter gave a shoulder shot to Clark that knocked her to the floor before an inbound pass during the third quarter of Saturday's 71-70 win by the Fever. The officials called it away from the ball foul and didn't review the play. It was deemed a common foul at the time, but now they have upgraded it to a flagrant 1 violation.
Welcome to WNBA, bitch.
Here it is. If you look down in the right-hand corner, you'll see she's waiting for an inbound pass, totally not even paying attention. That's her number 22 or whatever. That boom gets drilled right there. Completely on purpose. It was had nothing to do with the play, anything, whatever. Yeah.
There's
But
another.
what does the difference do? Like if they do this after the fact, you know what I mean? Like the game is over.
She gets. I believe she gets fined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe she gets fined. So yeah.
It's
She calls her a bitch too right before.
Yeah.
She's like bitch, and then
I don't know what they're so jealous of. Without Caitlin Clark, nobody cares that there was even a foul.
That's
in the
the problem
WNBA.
is they're not seeing the bigger picture. It's jealousy. It's jealousy of somebody who's coming in and is a star, and possibly because she's white,
she's
may
a
have something to do
rookie.
with it, whatever.
Yeah.
But her being in there is good for the league and overall for the players because you're getting eyes on the league and people are going to go and you're going to get paid more and possibly. But they're just like, F this bitch.
And then knocking her on her ass. She's,
And then when this happened, that Angel Reese, who's like her rival from college, jumped up and was like cheering and stuff, which people started going after her and everything. It's wild.
They should kiss and make up.
Yeah, they didn't say what she was celebrating, but
and then they none of them would talk to the media after the game. And the one girl was like, besides 3-pointers, what else does she bring to the game?
yeah.
And one guy's like, I don't know, maybe 30,000 people.
Yeah.
that's what they don't understand. Without 3-pointers, nobody cared. Nobody cared about all. You could knock 5 girls down, nobody would have reported it at all. And now because it's her,
It's massive
making
news.
You're right, Galvin. They're not seeing the big picture at all.
Are we WNBA fans now? Is that what's
no,
happening?
I wouldn't say we're fans.
Okay,
We're
all
just
right.
talking about it. It's in the
Are you betting on it?
lexicon. I am not. Is anybody else?
No, I couldn't even name any.
By the way,
teams.
you shouldn't have bet on her the other day. So I think she averages like 14 points, Caitlin Clark. I don't know for the WNBA whether she has this season, whatever, but she had like her worst game the other day where she had like 3 points.
Well, in college, she was like averaging like 25.
Yeah, she was doing very well. Yeah, I'm sure, she'll find her footing and do all that.
The team she's on is horrible. They
right.
stink.
Well, they get the best player, the worst team,
I think last night I saw the score on sports, and at one point it was like 108 to like 60 something.
Oof.
Yeah. They were blown out.
Speaking of basketball, back to real sports. The NBA Finals are set. It is the Celtics versus the Mavericks. Game 1 is Thursday. And I got to tell you, everybody's saying Celtics. And Celtics are great.
Celtics. I'll take that action.
I think Mavericks have a chance, man. You got Luka Magic, man. It's
I mean they're there. They got a chance, but the Celtics are on fire. I don't know. It'd be hard to go in there and turn that around. But
I'm going to tell you right now, probably going to be 4-2. Celtics take the series, but I just for some reason I feel like the Mavericks. I feel like Luka is going to just blow up and just be unbelievable.
now, question: is Mark Cuban not on the Mavericks anymore?
He does. He's not the majority owner anymore.
okay.
He sold his majority share, by the way, for I think 3.5 or $4 billion. But he still owns and operates. He's like the operator.
Oh, so he gets to celebrate this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
okay.
think he still has like 27 or 29% or something like that.
Gotcha.
And he
I
gets a
think
ring,
he does
right?
the operation.
If
Oh,
they-
absolutely.
He gets a ring. He's paying for them.
Cowboy
Yeah.
gets a ring.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a ring.
That's pretty cool.
Danielle got a ring.
Yeah. She got a ring for the Lightning, which was really cool, I thought. He was Mark Cuban was talking about when he came in the league, he said, I wanted to do all these things for the players and for the other team too. He goes, I wanted it to be experience whenever they came. He goes, so I got these really nice towels for on the bench that had the Mavericks logo and stuff. He goes, everybody stole them. He goes, all the guys took them and stuff. And then he did a thing where they have really good food. I know that. And they feed the other team if they want to eat and stuff. And they have really good food. But there was something else. Oh, gift baskets. He goes, I got all our sponsors to put together gift baskets for the other team. and our team and our players, whatever. So after each game, they'd get all this stuff, and the league said, you can't do that. You're not allowed to give them all that stuff. And then over in the NHL, the Oilers eliminated the Stars last night, and they'll take on the Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals, which begins on Saturday.
They deserve it. The Panthers play great.
I saw a thing where it said Florida's teams have been,
5 straight.
5 straight in the Stanley Cup Finals.
With the Lightning having more playoff appearances than anybody else.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who's emailing me. I'll check it after the show, but I see my thing blowing up with charters and all that stuff
nice.
over
nice.
Charlotte.
Yeah, there you go. Amazon is apologizing after a video of one of their drivers delivering a package to a home that was on fire. The family wasn't there at
What's
the
he
time.
supposed to do?
And the driver apparently didn't even call 911 or anything. So they have where you can deliver into the garage. Take a look at the video. They actually have the surveillance video. So the garage opens. There's the delivery driver. There's smoke just billowing out from the side of the house. And he just leaves the package in there and closes
That's
it.
funny.
Peace. I'm out of here. You know, I mean, yeah.
He's like, I don't get a fireman's salary.
Yeah.
I mean, probably call 911 if you see smoke, or go ring the door. Hey, there's a lot of smoke back here.
I don't know.
Maybe he's on a tight schedule. I don't know.
Party?
Is it against the law to not report a crime?
Yeah, I thought so,
It-
right?
Yeah, but that's
I,
not
believe
a
it,
crime.
I believe it depends on the state. Yeah, then not necessarily a crime.
I'm
but,
not a snitch.
Yeah, if something's on
Wait.
fire, you would think.
What are you talking
Right,
about?
but like, is that against the law?
There is a Good Samaritan law. There's certain places that have it, so it depends. I think
But
state
he
to
doesn't
state.
know.
Where you
He's just
are.
like, look, I saw smoke. I don't know what it was. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Could be, or he could be have his headphones in and he's looking at his phone for his next delivery and who knows what. And
thinking they're barbecuing.
There was a lot of damage done to the house. I take
Oh,
back
yeah.
my jokes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But
I'd want to kill that guy.
yes, he should report it, but also not
Yeah.
100% his responsibility to
Yeah.
do it. Most
But,
people
like,
probably
think of-
would.
But like, think about how much of the house could have been saved.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if he would have reported it like 3
Immediately,
seconds.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You
it
ever
could
see
have
those-
saved half the house.
You ever see those Ring doorbell videos where like somebody's driving by and they see the house and they go up and pound on the door, your house is on fire, and
Yeah.
they freak out.
It's
and come
wild.
out. Yeah. Thank God for people like that do
Yeah.
stuff.
That happened to me. My neighbor called me last year and was like, you have a fire outside one of your trees.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's terrifying.
That was vandalism.
I don't like
vandals.
that. But this driver, it literally looks like he's walking through like a cloud of smoke before going and performing a show on stage. Like, he's
What's
just
up?
like,
Your package is here.
Yeah, dude.
He's going for the Intercontinental Belt.
Dude.
The largest search for the Loch Ness Monster happened over the weekend with people from all over the world traveling to Scotland to help look for it. Guess what? They didn't find anything.
It's only been 100 years.
Yeah.
They got
Surprise, surprise.
They got one picture of what they say is a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
They've gone in there with sonar and everything else. There's nothing in there. Get over it, people.
Yeah.
If it was there, if it was something in the first place, it left
Oh yeah.
or it's
Yeah.
dead.
Well, they found all those underwater caverns. So I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to think that any creature is going to stay in a lake where there's a bunch of human activity all the time.
Right. The fact that it's in a lake. Now, if it's in the Amazon River, you see some of those things. You're
yeah.
like, what is
Bro.
going on? Did you see that guy in the kayak the other day?
With the python, with the snake.
With all the things
Oh,
that
no.
happened. So this
No.
guy is on like a kayak and he's going through, and I don't know where it was. I think it was somewhere in the Amazon, but he sees this thing and he's like, oh God, no, whatever. Because it's coming over by his kayak, and then it thrashes and turns, and then you see like 15 more thrash
no.
throughout the
Oh,
whole
no.
thing. And they're giant. I mean, I don't
like
even
it,
know
yeah.
what they are, but they're giant things, and I'd be get out of that water.
I saw a guy. He was on his little kayak and he's going through, and there's like it looks like a shoddy temple that's kind of like decrepit. And as he's going by, it looks like a stone column that's like a step. And then all of a sudden it slithers and moves away. I mean, it looked like a 20-foot, 30-foot python. Yeah, dude. And he was just like, and then he starts paddling away. I was like, dude, you're screwed, bro.
Was John Voight there?
No John Voight. No John
I know.
Voight.
I watch all these things, these kayak videos that are not in the ocean, and snakes and alligators and all that.
Hippos.
I don't know how people are doing that.
Yeah, me either.
Hippos.
Oh,
Don't have to worry about that though.
Hippos.
They're terrifying.
Most dangerous.
If I'm in Sarasota kayaking and a hippo comes out, we're all dead.
Yeah.
For sure. Have you seen the AI shopping cart stores have started rolling out?
No.
There is a touch screen to keep track of your shopping list and a scanner that tracks what you buy. So as you put it in the cart, you scan it, it goes in. So that way you can actually skip the line. You don't even have to deal with cashier. You can actually pay on the cart, take it out to your car, and put the stuff in there.
We do that at Sam's Club. We've been doing that for like a year or two, and we don't understand why all these people wait in this big ass long line at Sam's Club when you can scan and go and just walk right out.
You know what's amazing to me? Every time I go to Wawa, people are waiting in line, and they have 2 registers there that you can scan the stuff yourself.
But I don't know about this at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
I'm a Costco guy, but
my wife, we've been doing it for like at least, 2 years.
What are you doing on the app? You just scan whatever you have?
It's on the app.
So look at the cart. So whenever you put the cart in, see the light around the side of the cart? That's scanning the stuff and going
right,
in
and
there.
that's what Costco has, or you have to just do it on the app? And
Sam's, you pull up their app and you scan the item, and then when you
take
walk
a
out,
picture of the code.
you show them the...
And then you charge it right to your credit card right there?
Yeah, it charges it automatically.
The reason is because people are still scared of technology.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that aren't using their card on their phone. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that you have to have their credit card with them or cash. There's a lot of people that won't even use stuff with their debit card.
I use Apple Pay for everything, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wait a second. How do you, how much you stealing?
You can't.
What do you mean?
They check at those places. They check
At the end,
Yeah.
because
What if
they
you
check
buy
your
a lot of
receipt.
stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could.
I always
guess.
think they just glance at it.
Yeah, they're not going through. If you have 300 items and they're going through like this, you got it all? Really?
No,
you can't even
it's-
see 5 feet in front of your face.
At Sam's, they scan everything. They scan
bunch of
your
stuff, yeah.
receipt, and then they have like a minimum of like 10 items
They don't scan
that
my
they have to
eyes.
scan.
I usually, right in the middle of it, Carmen, I'll go, is that a raccoon? And make them look
No.
like they just...
The old raccoon look. Yes, Carmen?
I was gonna say, I can tell you, Gio, the reason why we don't do it because we're Sam shoppers. We are on Chad's mom's Sam's card, and she doesn't know her password.
yeah.
So
I'm
we
telling you,
can't.
scan
So
and
we
go
can't
is
log
game
on.
changer.
But wait, so but you do it through the app, not the cart. Not the physical cart.
You take your app and you scan it with your phone,
See,
and then it adds up all your stuff, and then literally you hit pay, walk out, automatically charges your card, and then
And you have your receipt on your phone.
your phone's on your seat, and you show it to them when you walk in the door.
I'm
I
one
like
step
that.
ahead of you. I order it all online and have some bring it right to my front door. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
Well, you
That's
can do curbside pickup too sometimes, which is nice.
I like that.
You pull up and
Still
they
got to drive it home.
put it back in your car.
Yeah. You have somebody eat it for you next.
Well,
Well, at Target, my wife does this all the time. I found out because she told me, I'm like, why are you going to Target so much? Now, if you go to Target, the curbside pickup, you can order online, whatever. They'll ask you if you want them to bring you a Starbucks out as well.
What?
Remember we did the story about that and people were freaking out. I'm going to lose my spot because of Starbucks.
What?
So she'll
That's
pull
great.
up, they bring the bag of whatever she ordered, and they'll bring her Starbucks.
Because they have the Starbucks in there, yeah.
Because the Starbucks is in most of the Targets.
That is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So she
They have like 20 spots dedicated
Yeah.
for people
Yeah.
to pull
I know,
up.
but people freak out.
Yeah.
Dude, I do that at Christmas time when we do shopping like for the foundation.
It's the best.
I just pull up, open my trunk, they put everything in the trunk, close it, and they're like, see ya.
That's pretty cool.
It's great.
That-
You know what I feel like I want to do for this Christmas? I want to go somewhere and wait until somebody's in line and pay for their stuff. Like
Yeah. But don't what happened? You gotta
I'm not going to video it. I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
do
no.
it.
But the thing is that you gotta pick it. You know what I mean? Because what if you're in front of me and you pay for my stuff?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'll know. I'll be able to. I'll be able to tell.
But
You
then
know
you're
what I'm
just a
saying?
creep following around people in the store.
I mean, guy in gym shorts and cut off t-shirts.
This guy looks like he could really.
He can really pay for
and
stuff.
then you do what Shaq does and go like pay layaways off.
Yeah.
That's a good thing too.
Yeah.
Let me pay for everything.
That's why Shaq, Jack Black, like there's just a couple of handful of just guys you know are great.
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time.
I noticed you didn't say Dave Grohl in there. That makes me happy.
Dave Grohl's definitely in that group
What?
for
You
sure.
didn't say it.
Before he
Doesn't
was
count.
before he was making meat, he was still great.
Doesn't count. It's an afterthought. Doesn't count.
I was sitting outside yesterday for a prolonged amount of time, and I realized there isn't a thing I can't cook out in that backyard.
Oh, dude.
Smokers, grillers,
got griddles?
pizza oven. Yeah, I can cook anything back there.
Oh, pizza.
Just not well.
Not well. Not well. Mediocre at best.
According to Tinder, the top 3 things women really want you to do on a date are Spanish. You're out there dating. What do you think? Do women really want you to do these things? 3 things.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Go to the pier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get a sunset in. Pay for the bill because it's a first date. You invited them, and they want you to set the time and place so they can just meet you there.
None of those 3 things
Damn
are on
it.
there at all. You hold the door for them, and they go, "I can hold the door myself. I'm an independent woman." And then you pay for, we'll split it because you're not having sex with me.
Give her the old biscotti.
And then what's the other? What was the other thing?
Biscotti to the teabag.
What was the other thing you said? Set the time.
Yeah, it's like
it's convenient for you, might not be convenient for me. You're the worst.
I think
I hold the door for everybody.
Yeah.
So do I.
Guys,
So do
girls,
I.
I'm a door holder.
And you better say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
better say thank you, or
Wait.
I will hit your ankles so hard.
my gosh.
Carmen, you're a woman. What do you think? Top 3 things women really want you to do on a date.
yeah. Number 1, don't rape. Don't drug.
Jesus.
Okay.
Not don't do.
Oh,
Yeah, these are do.
Don't rape.
don't rape. Don't drug me. And
Those are don'ts. We need
Me-
do's.
okay, dues. Pay. See, I'm on Spanish.
Yeah.
Pay. Open the door and pick the place.
Yeah.
Those seemed really good.
They
All
want
right,
you to
thank
be
you.
polite to the wait staff.
Okay.
They want you to
Smack them on the ass when they walk by.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Say a real piece of ish.
Hey.
No.
they want you to be polite to the wait staff. They want you to
Motorboat.
Yeah.
not get drunk
Mm.
and remember their names.
No.
They want you to
Remember.
ask questions.
No.
Ugh,
No.
gross.
They want you to remember the Titans. No. They say, for this, they say give sincere compliments. So don't just make something up.
Yeah.
Give sincere,
Easy.
something like your daughter looks hot. Something like that.
Okay.
You don't look that fat in those jeans.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh,
sweat
man.
much for an older person. Keep your
wow.
phone in your pocket.
Oh.
No.
Keep your
it's
phone in your pocket.
Radiate my.
Well, keep your phone away.
Yeah, I
Don't
agree.
be sitting there like on your phone. Make sure they get home safely.
Nah.
Yeah.
When
Life's a
when
jungle,
done.
man.
Just a quick text.
Yeah. Well, that's what I tell them.
Yeah.
Text me when you get home safe.
Oh, I usually tell them, listen, I'm going to slow down. You just roll. Tuck and roll. You'll be
Tuck,
fine.
you'll be fine, yeah.
You'll be fine.
The average young adult predicts that they'll be dead by the age of
40.
80.
40, 80.
90.
Young adult. So we're looking at, 18 to 20.
Yeah. 93.
96. You said what? 96?
I said 60.
60. You said
I
40.
said 80.
85.
The average young adult predicts they'll be dead by the age of 76.
Oh.
Which I
Pretty
got
realistic.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah. Well,
Nah.
but Carmen,
That's kind of young.
what is the average lifespan of a male?
Gio probably knows.
78.
I think it's 75.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah. It's
That does
young.
not give me much time.
No, I've been telling you all this.
Yes.
Oh, 76. It says, this isn't good.
76.33. Yeah.
It's the average, right?
Yeah.
No, that's the average. Yeah, the age of death for males.
I just got depressed.
Yeah. Well,
How
they-
old's your dad, Mike?
Jeez.
Wow. Right to my
Dude,
dad.
it is
Well,
early
we all-
in the morning.
Well, first off, Galvin's dad is 92.
Oh, now you're taking shots at my dad.
I'm not taking shots. I'm saying that that's a good predictor.
Joe.
Is your family?
Don't forget Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, he died years ago.
Joe.
Joe doesn't have a dad.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does.
I'm curious
But
because
his dad.
I thought maybe because you know, Joe, that you're going to live longer. Is that what you were thinking?
No, I'm just saying I think Joe's going to live till well into his 90s.
No
How
way.
old do you think Joe is?
Pap?
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah,
What
everybody
is
knows.
it?
I don't remember.
1,086.
In real life years, 58. In Pap years, 77.
Really?
Do you-
Only 58?
No, I'm 59.
59.
59. I would thought it's like 62 or
Right.
something. Yeah.
And Mike, how old are you?
52.
Okay. Now look at you and Joe.
Yeah.
Who do you think looks better?
I don't know. It's a tight race.
Interesting. Who do you think looks better?
Galvin.
I look better?
Yes.
No. I was saying between Mike and Joe.
Oof.
Are you,
Oh, my God.
are you saying better, like healthier?
I'm just saying, like, you and Joe,
Listen,
Go ahead, Gio.
Joe,
Listen.
just know that Joe broke the blood pressure machine out in the driveway one
that's
time.
true.
His blood pressure was so high that the machine would not register and said contact emergency personnel immediately.
My
He
blood
had
pressure
this-
is probably properly treated.
He had the second highest score at lifeguard.
Yeah.
I think we all forget that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't forget it.
Wow.
Never forget.
So what are you saying, Carmen? Which one of us is gonna die first?
I'm just saying, if we look at the two of you, who do you think is older? You or Joe?
Oh, Joe.
Me.
You think I look older than Joe?
Okay.
Joe looks
No,
like
I'm asking you a question. You can't answer that with an okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I think Joe looks older,
Okay.
but he's a little bit more spry.
Oh.
So,
Pretty spry.
are you?
No.
You're not quick to move.
No, I'm very slow. I'm like a slug.
So I don't know. I think Galvin looks the best.
I don't know
for
why
all
I
your
don't know why we
reasons.
have to keep saying that.
Thank you. No, that's nice. Thank
Well, because he has a lot of hair.
I
and
do.
It's not gray.
you. No.
Yeah.
And he's tall.
And he
runs.
And he runs.
Yeah.
Right. He's very fit. He's nimble.
those tall people die too.
He
Yeah.
moves, but he
Yeah.
moves. He moves a lot quicker than the rest of
And
you.
gray hair doesn't mean anything. What do you
Like
mean?
a cat.
Yeah.
List us in the order of best to worst health.
I thought you were going to say death.
Ooh.
No, there's too many age differences. It would be too easy. And best to worst health.
Best to worst.
I mean, yeah, best to worst.
So who's the best? Who's number one?
I'm not in this.
You're not in it.
Okay.
we know we saw you.
Loose knees.
I'm gonna go best Spanish.
Can I just make a case for myself?
But you're next, Galvin.
gotta be
I
number
know,
one.
I know, but I don't think you're thinking about this. I haven't put any drugs in this body.
Right, but
cigarettes
that makes
either.
you.
No cigarettes, no drugs.
But
No old
be-
ladies.
because you haven't done drugs, your body's weaker.
Yeah,
No,
that's right.
not
Yeah,
true.
Definitely.
Yes.
How?
No, because
Your
you,
immune
As a build up an immune.
Yeah.
you need
I drank out of the hose in the 70s.
Yep.
you need poison to build up your immune
Yeah,
system.
I just told you I drank out of the hose in the 70s.
So
also,
it's
we used to be able to light our water on fire. How you like that? Sulfur water
Don't
out of
listen
a
to
well.
him. Don't listen to him, Carmen.
Spanish
Great
number one.
choice. Yeah.
I'm just saying Spanish is
Yeah.
number one only because of his age, because
Yeah.
he's the youngest.
All right, all right.
I
And
mean,
then
you don't have to qualify
Galvin.
it.
Uh-huh.
And then Galvin.
Okay. Ooh, now it gets dicey, right?
Yeah, now this is where it gets hard.
I mean, come on.
I gotta say, I gotta go.
You got fat, stress, and old. You got to figure them all out.
I think I gotta go Joe.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
And then Mike.
Oh.
Gio stresses himself out to the point of sickness.
That is true.
I will tell you, stress is a big
Listen,
factor.
I'm not bothered or offended by this whatsoever.
But you put it on yourself. You realize that, right?
Probably, yes. A large
Yeah.
portion of it.
I do not stress out.
I think you need to meditate a little more.
Oh, jeez.
This is. Let me just tell you how
That stressed you out.
I feel like I don't stress out. Jason, our boss, called me last Friday night, which he never calls me, and he called me Friday after hours, and the phone rang, and I go, hello, and he goes, hey, and I go, this can't be good, and he goes, no, it's not, and my first reaction would normally be to turn and throw up. I'm getting fired again for the third time, and it wasn't. I was just like, whatever it is, we'll deal with it.
That's
you know
what's
what
up.
I mean? Yeah.
They did a wild study that they released at the beginning of a couple days ago because it's Mental Health Month, and they're proving that men die earlier than women because we don't deal with our emotions the way that women do.
Save it
and when
for
you
Saturday.
Bottle it up.
Yeah,
Save it for the Saturday
No,
show.
See,
that's
that's
a
what I
fact.
always say. How I'm quick to anger and stuff.
You gotta
I don't
let it out.
Right.
Yeah.
I immediately let it out.
Mhm.
By
And
the
then you're over it.
By the way, I had a great interaction on Saturday morning. I got done walking the dogs, and I do my little routine, and I go and get gas at this place, and I'm getting gas, and there is nobody else at the gas station except for the lady that works inside. She's out burning the heater and stuff, and she's sitting out there. This car pulls up, and out of nowhere, and I can't say what the guy said because it was just all curse, and he goes, "You goddamn chicken, blah, blah, blah." And like as loud as he could. And I was like, oh, jeez, this guy's so loud. And I'm like, looking, I'm like, what did this guy pull on the wrong side? Or what is he mad about? And so, And then he gets in and starts yelling again and stuff. And I'm like, what is he? And then he looks over at me and he's yelling. And I'm like, don't even try it with me. I will spray you in the face with gas, bro. So I finish first and I go get in my car and he starts walking and he sees that I'm pulling out. So he slows down like he's going to slow down in front of my car. So I just pull up and I wait for him to get by. By the way, I am cranking as loud as I can, death before dishonor. And I roll my window down and I honk my horn and he goes, yeah. And I go, I'll kill you. You don't even look at me. I drove away and just started laughing because I just wanted to get him riled up again. Don't come in and start yelling for no reason.
I wonder how many people went and telling a story and they're like, I saw the white guy yell at the other guy.
Blasting heavy metal music.
He looked like Joe's older brother. He was like an old, scraggly white dude. Yeah.
It's like what could enrage somebody to that degree at a gas station.
And don't be looking around to try and take your angers out on me because I am not that guy.
Yeah.
I am not that guy. I would have got out of the car and just kicked him to dust. Listen, I'm not a fighter or anything, but I could have taken this guy for sure. This is pretty interesting. So you got to teach your kids stuff. You have to teach your kids. I talked about the one time I was getting gas and the lady was having her kid that was like 13 pump the gas. Not because she was lazy. She was teaching them how to get gas and put it in the car and what you do and all that stuff. Good idea. You should do that stuff. Teach your kids how to do laundry, how to load the dishwasher. Really, you should teach them about taxes, but we'll save that for another time. These are important things everyone should learn. How to read, how to be financially literate, all those type of things. But there's a bunch of stuff that they say the most underrated skills that everyone should learn. I have the top 10 here. First aid, including CPR and Heimlich maneuver, those kind of things. So you know what to do if that situation arises. Last thing you want to be is around somebody who doesn't know how to do that, and you're choking, and they're like, what? What's going on?
It almost happened to Gio.
Yeah, Spanish doesn't know the Heimlich or CPR.
I definitely don't know. I know the Heimlich. I don't know CPR.
I looked at him and I could feel my life slipping away as I choked on Mike's brisket. And Spanish just stared at me.
Spanish CPR, very simple. You want me to teach you CPR? You don't do the breaths anymore. You just do the pumps, and you do it to staying alive.
Okay. Staying alive. Then you get up and do a little dance in between. Yeah.
But that's it. You just do the chest compressions.
Right,
do that. You don't even have to do the breaths anymore.
If you're choking and you're by yourself,
chair.
Yeah.
Who would you name two people you would want if you were choking or if you had some sort of emergency in this room? Yeah, or Carmen included.
Mike was a Boy Scout, so I have a feeling that you learned a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to go Boy Scout Mike, and then I'm going to go probably Carmen. No offense, Joe. I think you know a lot of stuff, but you would also try and like chuck clouds first.
If you started choking, Joe's not going for the Heimlich. He's immediately going tracheotomy. He's like, let's open his throat up.
Or he's
fine.
Going for your pockets.
Yeah.
Like to see how much money you have.
You're not going to need this anymore.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that's a nice watch.
What's it, Joe?
I'm not going to need this anymore. I'll just help myself.
Why? Who do you go?
I don't. I would have to say.
And am I right? Do you have life-saving abilities?
I would say you or maybe, I don't know. Like, I feel like Spanish would do anything he can to keep me alive.
Because I can tell you my first thing is call 911, and then I try and help you.
Sure.
Just in case I can't help you, we got 911 on the way.
I feel like Joe and Spanish would be switching places from head to toe going, I don't know. You do it.
Right.
Did you play the game Operation? What do we do?
I feel like Gio would just be like, well, that's it for him. So probably Carmen.
Spanish and I were able to diaggnose if Joe had a concussion one time.
True. Yeah.
And
Gio spearheaded it.
Yeah, it was great.
We were assumed.
We were watching YouTube videos. We were running tests on Joe.
That's the thing. Gio watches a video. And he picks the longest video, too. It's like 20 minutes to get to the actual...
I don't know how we survived without YouTube, Galvin.
Oh, yeah.
You made the margaritas last time. I didn't know how to use that machine. I watched a YouTube video, and I'm a pro.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, there's videos for everything.
Some of the other underrated skills, they say, how to swim. You know how to swim?
Who doesn't know how to swim?
A lot of people do not know how to swim.
Yeah. So if you're listening to the show and you fear that you don't know how to swim, just get in the pool. You realize you do know how to swim. Your instinct to stay alive starts kicking your feet, and then you're like, oh, this isn't so hard. That's really all you need to know. Yeah. You don't need to know the butterfly stroke and all that other stuff. You just need to be able to stay afloat.
They literally throw babies in the pool now.
Yeah.
And they
babies
know how
roll over.
Yeah.
They know how to get to the
Yeah,
top.
but you really should know how to swim. Also, not only for yourself, but if there's a situation where you need to help somebody, whatever, you have to be able to swim. Because if you can just barely dog paddle, you're not saving anybody.
No,
because they're
but
going to try and pull you down.
If you fell off a boat, though, and you
Yeah.
can dog paddle, you hopefully you'll be able to stay there until rescue comes.
Cooking.
Yeah,
Not
that's
only
a
is
big
it
one, yeah.
healthier, but it saves you a lot of money
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
And
if
it's
you,
fun.
If you look at any meal and you go, okay, well, this is going to cost me $50, you could have made that same meal for $3
Easily, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
wild.
I'm going to say when it tastes good.
No, obviously, if you're going to good places and stuff, but I'm saying if you're just, getting whatever garbage, you can make it at home for a lot cheaper and it'll taste better and it'll probably be healthier for you.
Yeah.
Basic home and car maintenance. This is one that I traded for good looks and funny.
Wait.
I can't do any of that stuff and I feel terrible about it. And you have to have somebody else come and do it. And you're like, I should be able to do this.
I can change an air filter. I
You can't change an air filter.
Yeah.
Oh, in a car. On a car.
No, I mean in the house.
house.
And you'd be surprised. You'd
You
be
open a
surprised.
slot, you put a new one in.
You'd be surprised.
But I'm talking about.
I can do the disposal because we've done this.
I did the
garbage
disposal thanks to YouTube with the
Allen
Allen
can,
wrench.
yeah.
Can you change a tire?
Yes.
I can change a tire. Yes.
Will you ever change a tire?
Yes.
I have changed a tire.
I have changed a tire too, but I won't do
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, because my wife had a flat and I put the spare on it and drove it over and got the other tire fixed.
Oh
and
no,
did that. Yeah.
let's just call
Yeah.
tire guy.
And don't think I didn't take pictures and put it on social media. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look
right.
at this man.
Yeah.
Doing man stuff.
Bad things.
My in-law, my brother-in-laws, they can do anything.
Yeah.
I was at their house on Sunday and they were installing an AC unit.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like, I'm like, how do you
no.
know how to do this? I'm like, oh, that's easy. And they had all the wires and they took off the circuit breaker and they had put in a whole new AC unit.
My brother,
themselves.
my brother Tim can do all
Yeah.
that stuff. My dad can do a lot of that stuff, but my brother Tim can do a lot of that stuff.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, because he'll go. This would have cost me $25,000, but I did it, and it cost me $300. I'm like, well, that's pretty
They
good.
had the whole circuit breaker thing and there's all these wires. I go, dude, what if you get shocked? It's like, don't be a pussy, man.
I'd be afraid I'd shock myself.
I'm telling you right now, that is the scariest thing in
Yeah.
the world is getting shocked by anything. The Joe, the electrician who came out and wired my stuff for my generator, I'm like,
Yes.
make sure it's off. Is everything off? That's so scary to me.
I could change a car battery pretty easily.
Change a car battery.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Can you jump? Can you jump a car?
I can. Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the things you should teach people how to do.
Yeah.
The last
that is when I got shocked.
The last time I tried to jump a car, I burnt the cables. You know why? Because cars don't have anything you can ground it to anymore. All the new cars are plastic and everything. And I hooked on something, and it just went. I go, oh no! Yeah, that was very dangerous. How to unclog a toilet and how to not clog a toilet in the first place. Sewing. I can sew, and my wife did not believe me. I said I had a patch that I was going to put on a hat. And she goes, how are you going to put it on there? I go, I'm going to sew it on there. And she goes, with what? And I go, with thread and a needle. What are you talking about? And she goes,
I would have bet against that.
she
too.
goes, you're going to sew a patch. And I go, yes. And then I did it, and she wouldn't even look at me. She was like, well, whatever.
Your wife is constantly
Doubting me.
doubting you. I remember when you were painting, she said, we were at your house that night or one of the nights, something, and I said something to her, and she goes, I don't know. My husband told me he was going to the store to buy paint cans and whatever. She was like, I don't know what's going on.
I constantly have an argument with her. I go, everything I've done, I've been pretty good at. Why do you constantly think I'm not going to be able to do stuff? I don't understand that. If I can't do something, I'll go, yeah, I can't do that. But there's something I'm like, I bet I could do that.
Why do they never believe us? Like my wife
don't
the
know.
other day said something. She goes, "So, oh my God, the world's gonna end." You know, whatever problem she had, and I went, "All right, I'll fix it." And she's like, "Well, how are you gonna fix it?" I go, "How do I fix everything else?" I go, "Have you ever had a problem?" And I said, "I'll fix it." And I
Throw
didn't
some
fix
money at it.
Yeah, and she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Okay, then zip it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it. I'll
Don't
take
tell
care of
me.
it."
Don't tell me. Spelling. It's more underrated now because our devices automatically do it and stuff, but spelling is a big deal.
I would say grammar also.
Yeah, grammar for sure.
Really bothers me if I'm texting a girl and she's just like blatantly not using grammar properly. I won't say anything, but in my head I'm like, did you not pay attention?
What about
or-
like it bothers me when they don't know which two to use.
that does
Yeah.
bother me. There, and there bothers
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
but if you're getting really like technical and stuff, like if I say something, where is that at? You can just say, where is it?
Yeah.
It's not, where is that at? Okay,
That I don't mind.
relax. Let's not get-
Where
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate run-on. People will text run-on sentences in
I
the
do
dating
that.
app, but it's different. Like that's different. But when you're just meeting
So it's
somebody,
okay if a guy
Oh, yeah.
does it, but
Yeah.
not a girl.
No, what he's saying like is if you're trying to make an impression on somebody who's new, yeah.
and you're just like word vomiting with no punctuation. It seems
Juliana
weird.
said something to me, and she said she had too much something instead of too many. And I said, it's too many, not too much. And she gave me the finger. And I went, okay. Too many of those is what I'm saying.
How to read a nutrition label. A lot of people don't know how to read that because they don't know it's per serving size or something like that. How many servings are in
I
there?
fool myself. I go,
Yeah.
there's only 3 carbs
Yeah.
in the
But that-
whole bag.
27 servings.
That is something that they do not teach in school.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like how to read a nutrition label.
Yeah.
Like that is not something that you're taught. at
There's a
young
lot of
age.
stuff. There is, I forget, somebody had posted, and I thought it was really funny. They say, I don't know how to do my taxes, but I can do, whatever
Yeah.
they taught you in
Right.
school, some dumb thing that you're never going to use, or, but
I could
yeah.
use Microsoft PowerPoint.
Yeah.
My daughter did a thing at the end of her school year where they had a project where they had to plan a trip and they had to book the airline and the hotel
Budget
and all
and do
that stuff.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty
Yeah.
Sure.
that's pretty one of the things you should be able to know how to do as an adult.
How
you
about
know-
Go ahead, Carmen.
I was gonna say, you know what? I saw teachers were doing this, and then they were actually taking the trips.
Oh.
Oh,
like
that's
they were
cool.
making their students
Like they made
do
little
that,
assistants?
basically. So they would have like class projects, and then all the kids had to do it, and then the teachers at the end of the year they would actually
Awesome.
That's funny.
book and take those trips.
Which student can book the trip for the cheapest? I like
Right.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
How about this? How to safely operate a firearm.
Oh, I mean, I can operate one.
Not safely? Yeah, but there's a lot of people who don't have a firearm, so they
Yeah.
don't have any idea how to use it or anything. And if everything comes down and terrible and you don't know how to shoot a gun, you're going to be...
It's gonna be bad.
I bought a gun, and I still have the safety
That's
thing
good.
on it.
The
That's
lock,
good. Oh, the lock?
The little orange tag that it comes with. I haven't shot it yet.
Good luck trying to get that off when somebody breaks in your house.
This one, for sure, this is a lost art on a lot of people. How to tell an interesting story.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to make my mom laugh so hard because she would go to tell me a story and she would grab my arm and I go, how bad is this story going to be that you have to hold on to me? I go, please don't tell me stories that you have to hold on to me for.
Suspicious.
Oh, suspicious. Well, there you go. There's some stuff that you should definitely learn.
Yeah.
Today is Happy National Egg Day.
Hey, I
You
love
do not
eggs.
like eggs.
Oh.
Our favorite way to eat eggs is
Over easy.
Scrambled.
over
Egg
easy,
McMuffin.
scrambled, egg McMuffin.
Scrambled
Griddled.
if I have to, but I don't really like eggs.
Scrambled, number one.
Yeah.
Favorite way to crack them is on the side of a bowl, even though a flat surface might be better. And which came first, chicken or egg? America voted and says chicken. Well, how is that possible? Chickens come from eggs. I don't know how that works. I got to tell you, my favorite egg, 3-minute egg. Have you ever had one of those
no.
before? So you get the
How long does it take to cook?
you get the water boiling, put them in there 3 minutes, and they're just below hard boil.
Oh.
So like the white is cooked, but then the inside
Yep.
yolk is nice,
yeah.
runny and warm and stuff.
Yep.
And then you put it in a bowl with some
Yeah.
cut up buttered toast, a little salt and
It's like
pepper.
the ramen egg.
Oh, I love the ramen egg.
So good, so good.
I want ramen.
I got some bad news, sports
Oh,
fans.
boy.
The Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight has been postponed because of Tyson's recent ulcer flare up.
Mouth.
We said, I don't think this is going to happen.
I felt bad.
I don't think this is going to happen. You know, how it even got sanctioned in the first place with the guy that's that old, fighting and doing
You
that stuff.
find a guy with ulcer problems.
Yeah, I don't
His
see.
sciatica was acting up.
I don't see that fight happening.
No, but you see what the alternative is?
I do see a few different alternatives. One, I would love to see
I know what you're going to say.
our very own Antonio Tarver.
Really?
Yeah,
Antonio Tarver putting out a thing where he said he'd love to fight him and stuff, which would be interesting for sure. Ryan Garcia threw his name out there as well.
I'd watch
Ryan
that.
Garcia
Oh, dude.
would destroy. By the way, so would Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver would destroy Jake Paul.
I don't know anymore.
I do.
I don't. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't bet against him, but
Tarver's what, his 40s probably?
yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, let me see how old he,
He
is.
really is that old?
That's not that old.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, because in my head he's still in his
Yeah.
young 30s. Yeah.
I bet he's like, what, 38, 40?
Tarver maybe 50, 55.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Tarver's 55.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He said, "You want to fight an old man? I'll fight you."
I'd watch that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tarver's a great fighter. Tarver beat Rocky.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, it's true.
No, but seriously, I mean, Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul would be a good fight. I think.
Yes.
I think Ryan Garcia would outbox him for
Yeah,
sure.
he would knock him out.
Ryan Garcia.
Does he have the power to knock
Yes.
him out?
Ryan Garcia fighting Jake Paul would be like me trying to play basketball against LeBron James.
Because he's a real fighter.
He's
Not only is he,
not only real fighter, one of the best fighters.
Right.
He is so fast.
yeah.
Right, but I don't know. I'm asking about his power. Does he have
He's got
knockout power?
He's got knockout power.
I think just the experience alone is
Right.
Yeah.
He is definitely a
massive
better
advantage.
a better boxer, a better, faster,
Yeah.
more skilled guy. But Jake Paul has been proven to
He's good.
be an okay
No, he's
boxer.
good.
Yeah.
By the way, also Ryan Garcia, who is 25 years old. So it's not like any problems with stamina or
Yeah.
anything like that. He would be a problem. So he has, let's see, he has 25 wins, 1 loss, 20 by knockout,
Yeah.
5 by decision.
I think Jake Paul's fought what 5 times, 6
Yeah.
times, maybe. And some of them old men,
Right. Yeah.
They're all retired.
YouTuber,
MMA
old man, whatever.
guys.
Yeah.
He fought the one guy that he fought that was a boxer was Tommy Fury, and he lost.
He lost.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
no, he
not
beat
true.
him.
No, he lost to Tommy Fury.
Decision.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
He did fight another boxer that was a retired boxer, whatever, over in Orlando, and he beat him. No name guy, whatever. But yeah, Ryan Garcia fighting Jake Paul wouldn't even be interesting.
Ryan Garcia has this left hook.
Well, it would be interesting to see
It
Jake
would.
Paul get knocked out.
Yeah,
I'd watch
that's
that.
what I
Yeah.
want. Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
want
I'd
him to
watch
fight
it for
Garcia.
sure.
Oh my, I would pay money to watch it.
Well, he ain't gonna fight him.
No, he's
that's
definitely
it.
not.
So, the worst idea I heard was that he was now talking about fighting Logan Paul,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and a loser loses the last name match. Nobody will watch that.
Yeah, they were talking about some double bill where they're both fighting YouTubers or something. Jake Paul's fighting some YouTuber, and
Stop
then
with the
Logan-
YouTubers. Nobody wants to see that.
I don't
garbage.
get that at all. I don't know. But did you see? So did you guys wind up watching the Zhang and?
I caught a little bit of the end. Yeah,
I
Did you-
watched too much of that.
Zhang looking good.
Did you see Dmitry Bivol?
I
Did you
don't
see
know.
his fight or
I
no?
watched a lot of fights that day.
It was 2 fights before.
Probably.
So not the heavyweight that was before, but the one before that, he knocked him out. I think TKO in the 7th round. I think it was. He's just a machine, man. He is an absolute machine.
So I was confused because when I started watching, I caught when Deontay got knocked down. He was in the middle. It looked like he was talking to the ref, and Zhang just came over and popped him square in the face when he was
Don't
like
talk
in the
to
middle
the ref
of.
in the middle of a fight.
Yeah,
but it
protect
was
yourself at all times. If you're talking to the ref, that's
Don't matter?
It's
All
not
right.
on the ref unless the ref calls a
He did
stop
not.
or do
He
anything
did
like
not.
that.
He split him up, and
Yeah.
then he looked like he got hit low or something, and he turns around to go to talk, and both his hands are down.
That's
and
his fault.
He just came over and popped him, and he
Did you ever
immediately
see
fell over.
when Mayweather hit Ortiz when he fought him? It was I think it was a low blow or something like that. They pushed them apart, and Ortiz goes to talk to the ref. He's like, boom, knocked out. Protect yourself at all time. Once the referee separates you and says box,
That's it.
You're boxing. You're going. You have to be ready to go. Yeah, for sure.
I kind of felt bad for Deontay Wilder in that instance. I know he didn't seem like he wanted to be there.
Yeah,
but
he wasn't doing well to begin with, so it was weird. And then more fighting news: UFC 303 kickoff press conference for Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is off.
Oh,
UFC announced the news late last night, stating on all social media channels that the press conference has been postponed until further notice. McGregor and Chandler were scheduled to appear at the press conference today at noon over in Dublin. The promotion did not disclose a reason for the cancellation. UFC CEO Dana White told reporters at UFC 302's post-fight press conference on Saturday that he was set to fly to Ireland on Sunday to meet with McGregor.
Weird.
So we don't know why the fight, according to everything, is still on, but the press conference today is not happening over in Dublin. So I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
I already got my plane tickets. This is gonna be really annoying if this thing doesn't happen.
Joe,
Yes.
your friend Rupert Murdoch, who has been married more than you,
Okay.
got married again. Right-wing media mogul Rupert Murdoch tied the knot Saturday for the 5th time, according to British tabloid newspaper The Sun, which is owned by Murdoch. They released some photos of the 93-year-old Australian billionaire along his 67-year-old wife. So he's 93, she's 67, which is still a big age gap.
She looks great.
But once you're at a certain age, by the way, she is a retired molecular biologist.
Oh, wow.
Elena Zukova, sorry, at their vineyard in Bel Air. So he is 93, she is 67. He's married for the 5th time.
Legit question.
All right.
Why?
Okay, I've been married for 22 years, and Friday night we had my daughter stepped out at a sleepover party. We got in bed, and the last thing on my mind was sex. I was like, I'm kind of comfortable, and I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, I don't need you rolling over on me, so we went to sleep. Do you think these old people are having sex?
I don't.
Like, I'm not attracted to my wife.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to have sex.
I mean, if you're in
old
your
now.
90s, I imagine you're always tired. Like, really, really
right. So
tired.
why bother
But
getting married?
But
Like,
also, what about not necessarily full on sex, but other stuff?
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing other stuff.
I mean, I don't even want to do that. Not ever. I didn't want to do it on Friday. And I'm just thinking what I'm saying is that I don't understand what the idea, I guess it's companionship, but really, what's he got? 7 years left to live? If
Yeah,
that,
that.
Oof, you know? At the most, just with all his money and everything, let's just say he lives to be 104.
Oh,
You know, you just married a guy for 11 years?
yeah.
That's weird.
Man, if you're a billionaire and you get to live into your 90s, that's the dream right there.
Most billionaires do
Yeah.
because they got blood transfusions
Yep.
and all that
Yeah.
other stuff.
By the way, Carmen, I don't know if anybody's freaking out or anything. It's 8:05. The bone bonus is over. Just so
Okay.
you know.
Correct.
Just so
We're not
you're
doing
aware.
it.
Yeah. Just in case people are like, is that the word yet?"
Today's word is nipple.
No.
By the way, no, there is not a new Sopranos series in the works starring James Gandolfini's son. That was a bogus story that was floating around out there, so that
too
is
bad.
not happening.
They had a poster and everything that people thought
Yeah.
were real.
You know, the kid was okay for that movie, but I mean,
Right,
would you watch
yeah.
a show with him in it?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was decent for the movie, and it looked like him, and you were like, oh, okay, that looks like him. But yeah, the bogus movie was supposed to be called Piece of Ash. All 4 members of ABBA have received Swedish knighthood. So there's something to
Okay.
put on your little
All right.
resume.
Sir.
Listen, I don't want to take anything away from ABBA, okay? Because they have a lot of hits.
Yeah.
But ABBA, do you know how they got started?
I don't.
Were they put together or what?
No, they were on a show, like one of those bands come on the show and sing, but they sang in English, and that's where it really got
Really?
them. Yeah, they were like, we made the decision to sing in English because it would be more popular that way, and blah blah blah. So in Sweden, they sang in English, and they became super popular because of that.
But they also have great songs.
Yeah, but I mean. If their songs were "Ooba Dooba Dabo Dooba
Sure,
Dooba,"
yeah,
we'd be like, "Oh, we wouldn't be singing them. We'd
Right.
just be going." Okay.
Oh, that's anytime people go on The Voice or whatever and they sing in Spanish or something, I go, you lost.
Yeah.
I go, sorry, you may have the greatest voice and stuff, but if we can't identify with the song.
right.
Yeah.
And
you
even
know-
if it sounds romantic, Despacito.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying.
Speaking of music, finally in news, I have some new music for you guys.
Can we take a break and play
We
it next?
absolutely can. So
All right.
this is actually not new music. It's old music.
Oh my god.
It's a cover of an old song
Okay.
done by somebody old, but it's just released now.
I'm so confused.
So the song's old, the artist is old, but it's new to us. So it's new music.
I like it.
It'll be coming up next.
What's going on in this
Yeah.
world? You heard Galvin talk about the Bud Light, and by the UFC 303 with Bud Light 1025 The Bone. Want to send you to watch UFC 303 and McGregor's big comeback. A winner and a guest will go all the way to Las Vegas, courtesy of Bud Light, and they'll stay at the Mandalay Bay, get 2 tickets for the fight. And all you have to do is stop by the participating locations and scan the QR code like Spanish on last Saturday was at Sticks Billiards. How was that?
It was a blast, man.
Yep. You can go by there, scan the QR code. You can stop by the Blind Goat on Henderson Avenue. You can go by Thirsty First on First Avenue in St. Pete. You can check out JR Sports Bar on Roosevelt Boulevard, or you can stop by some gas stations too. All you got to do is go to BudLightUFC.com. That's BudLightUFC.com to find a complete list of locations. Stop in, scan the QR code, and you could be entered to win. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll find out who's doing new music next on 1025 The Bone. Trump, if you're a girl who goes into a breakup and it's because your boyfriend's just like, you just don't do it for me anymore or whatever, you dress like a slut and you go out to the place where all the guys are going to be chasing you.
Yeah.
Fat girls, you slut it up and you go to all black club, you're going to walk out of there feeling like $1 million. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trump was a fat girl at an all black club the other day at UFC.
Yeah.
For sure.
Everybody in there was going nuts. I'm not even talking. I'm talking about just the fans. The minute he walks in, the place goes crazy. I would be interested to meet and see Joe Biden at an event. Like that's a president. That's historic to me, whether you like him or not.
By the way, not everybody going crazy.
Well, I'm sure some people were not thrilled that he was there.
The possible vice president for Kennedy, Aaron Rodgers, was not happy to see.
But did you hear that wasn't true?
They say they snubbed him and this and that. And I'm like,
they showed pictures of them sitting not too far away from each other, and then TMZ followed it up with pictures of them shaking hands and talking.
Yeah.
So yeah. But the majority of the people there, I think, were very, very happy to see Trump there.
Standing ovation.
They love that Trump's a UFC fan. He walks in with Dana White. He sits right there at the table and he watches the fights. And the fighters love him. They jump over the fence to go say hi to him, and they make
Strickland
comments
said
about
he was
him.
going to donate.
Yeah.
He talked to Rogan for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy.
They play American Badass when he walks in.
That's great.
Which is pretty funny.
Who's going to be our president? I have no idea. Now I'm starting to hear about Hillary making a comeback, and Biden's going to say he's too old, and Hillary coming in.
By the way, he could absolutely use that because Kid Rock would allow him to use it for sure. Whatever, but that would be great for him. They have all their campaign songs that they use, and the artist is always like, I don't want him to use this song. Whoever it is, Springsteen or Fleetwood Mac, whatever. Kid Rock would be like, hell yeah, Trump can use it.
I thought it was fake. The video I saw, I thought somebody had added that, but no, they play American Badass when he walks out.
That's so funny.
That's great.
But he got a huge pop, and the whole time I'm looking at it, I'm like, and even was Strickland or Poirier, one of them said, Trump getting found guilty was one of the biggest travesties, and like
that was Strickland, and they
Strickland,
said,
and just sitting there knowing that the whole place is like the guy just got convicted on 34 counts, and
Nobody
everybody's
cares.
like, we're gonna vote for him.
Nobody cares.
I saw some AI pictures of him in an orange jumpsuit mopping floors in prison, and I thought that, and it says this is details of what his detail could be. And it's just hilarious because he's got to deal with the Secret Service and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't mind if I go to jail with Secret Service.
Nah, that sounds like a big.
I'm only worried about people coming at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I read an interesting article. I didn't do my own research, but I read an article where somebody was going through Obama's campaign stuff, and he got caught doing the same thing and only had to pay a fine. He'd served no jail time.
Oh, listen, there is no doubt that both sides are weaponizing
It blows my mind. Yeah,
the justice system.
people don't care.
Did you see where they said his website shut down because of the donations? How many donations? But then they got it back up. It was like too much stuff at once, whatever. But they wound up making like $53 million in just a couple days.
Jailhouse
after
president. We're gonna have a jail.
Yeah, it was 53 million. I saw a bunch of memes going around saying we didn't burn anything down, we didn't do anything, we raised $53 million.
Jailhouse president.
Oh man, it's gonna be so funny.
Dude.
We're doomed.
I don't know if funny's the word.
Yeah.
It is so preposterous.
Preposterous for sure.
Preposterous.
Yeah.
That the fact that it's looming out there that he might go to jail, and everybody's still like, we're gonna vote for him. And I'm not saying I'm not voting for him. I'm just saying it's the situation in which we're living in right now. It's unbelievable.
All right, so I have some new music for you guys. Carmen, if you can start this at 10 seconds in there. It's an old song that was covered by an artist who is an older artist. And I'll even tell you, this artist is no longer alive. But it's just being released now. So take a listen to it. Tell me whenever you figure out. You'll know the song right away, but tell me who's singing it. Here we go. New music on the Mike Calta Show.
The Who.
Right. David Bowie.
Wow, now I hear it.
Cover is the Who's 1964 single. So this was recorded in 72. Yeah, David Bowie doing the Who.
How pissed is Mo that it took us that long to guess who
I
it was?
played this on my show 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Trio.
I thought you were going to say that was AI.
Oh, no.
That did it, yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That is very cool. I love covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But it's weird because I don't want you to ruin a song but I also don't want you to do it exactly the same as it is on the album.
That's pretty true to the Who's song, kind of. But I do like whenever they put their own little flavor on it and stuff. But yeah, you don't want to change it up too much.
Yeah, and you also don't want to be exactly the same because then you just got garbage.
But it's also good for a new artist to do throw a cover on there, because if it was a hit before, it's going to be a hit again, and then they go, "Hey, I like this. Who are those guys?" And then they listen to the other stuff, and
it still blows my mind that back in like the days of Elvis, that they used to just sing each other's songs.
Whoever's song,
and it was just commonplace.
Yeah, like Frank Sinatra would just be like singing Dean Martin's song one week, and then following weekend singing an Elvis song, and somewhere else, they just adopted
or they grab like a rhythm and blues song that the general public didn't know, and they go, and then they just do it as a standard, and they're like, all right, this is my song now.
I had no idea when the Counting Crows first not Counting Crows, the Black Crows first burst out that
Hard to Handle
was somebody else's song. I didn't know there's a lot of that.
Well, wasn't it like Motown just like everything was repeated amongst the artists?
No, Motown was weird with them, Carmen, because it would be like, say we were Motown, you'd come in there and you'd be like, I wrote this song and listen to it, and we'd listen to it, and I go, that's good, that's a good song for Spanish. Then Spanish would get that song, and he would go in and record it, and then you would get a writer credit on it, he would get the recording credit on it, and then some backup. It's just so weird how they had like a machine to do all that stuff. And they would get a song and they would look at it and they'd go, this would be better for Gio, and Gio will sing this song, and then we'll bring in this band to sing the backup with them. It was crazy. It was so ancestral that they all did each other's songs and each other's stuff in that aspect. Yeah,
I love whenever you find out a song that became a hit and somebody else turned it down or something like that. Do you know Don Henley, Boys of Summer? Who wrote that and who it was for originally, which you could totally hear it once you think about it. So Don Henley, Boys of Summer, was written by the guitarist from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and he wrote it for Tom Petty. And Tom Petty said, no, that's not, so he gave it to Don Henley, and Don Henley had a huge hit with it. But you could totally hear Petty singing that.
Free Fallin's not going to do Boys of Summer. That seems like it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like. Well, Free Fallin's another one, which is hilarious because Free Fallin was Tom Petty's solo. And he had a lot of his guys from the Heartbreakers play on a lot of his stuff, but it was Tom Petty's solo stuff. And I guess he was having some problems with the bass player at the time. And he said, hey, I really want you to come and record on this. And he said, no, he goes, I don't like that song. It's just not a hit. It's no good. Free Fallin'. Probably his biggest song he ever had. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which he could have got paid on, a ton.
Favorite cover song?
Ooh, that is a hard one.
I know it is. I will tell you that Pearl Jam covered the Dead Boys in the early 90s, and I was unaware of the Dead Boys before that, and so they turned me on to them. I went out and bought their album, and then I became a fan of the Dead Boys years after they were
That's pretty
dead.
cool.
I just saw Pearl Jam did a band that you're not a huge fan of. They covered a song live in concert of 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did a little 9 Inch Nails.
What was it, do you know?
I don't. I had seen it earlier. I'll look it up and see what it was. But I'm trying to think of my favorite cover song. I can tell you, it's funny because I don't even like the original band. I don't hate them or anything, but they're not a band that I'm a super fan of. But you brought up Counting Crows. Friend of the Devil. Counting Crows do Friend of the Devil, which is whatchamacallit, the jam band Dead. Yeah, and they do such a great cover of that.
I saw them out the other day with Aerosmith, with Steven Tyler came out and sang with the Black Crowes, and Jimmy Page.
Oh, yeah. That's what, remember we were talking about that. I go, could you imagine if Steven Tyler from Aerosmith and Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin came up to jam with your band? You'd be like, I think we're pretty good. I think that's all right. Pearl Jam show in Seattle Thursday. Eddie Vedder did a solo cover of Hurt by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. That might be one of my favorite covers. Johnny Cash.
That's pretty great. Yeah, which he did not want to do.
Really?
And Rick Rubin kept on sending it to him. He said, he did a bunch of covers on that album that was all covers. And he goes, I would put it on the CD and send it to Johnny. And we'd talk about it and stuff. And he'd go, did you hear the 9 Inch Nails? And he goes, oh, I don't know. He goes, so then I would send it to him again and I'd put it first on there. He goes, just so he would hear it. He goes, I just thought that he would do really well with that. And obviously it's a great, that
great song. And then after his wife died and he was so wife whipped and, I don't know, it was pretty pretty strong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look best rock cover song.
I know my two, the same band, the Chili Peppers did Brandy and Love
Higher-
Roller Coaster.
Oh, what about Higher Ground?
Yeah, Stevie Wonder.
I don't really like their cover of Higher Ground.
Oh,
that much.
really?
I don't. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All Along the Watchtower, which Jimi Hendrix did,
Oh,
which
yeah.
Bob Dylan said it was no longer his song after Hendrix did it. He goes, when I would play it in concert, I felt like I was doing a cover of Jimi Hendrix. Let me see some of the other
Clash,
ones.
I Fought the Law.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
great.
Right.
I do not like the Metallica Whiskey in the Jar. I don't like
I don't
that.
mind that song. I don't like Metallica's Turn the Page.
That's the one. Yeah, that's right. Turn the Page. Also, I don't really like a Whiskey in the Jar. that they do.
Turn the Page is just too whiny.
Jeff Buckley, Hallelujah.
Oh, that's a good
Fantastic.
one. Yeah.
I don't understand Leonard Cohen at all.
No.
Like he's just a man with a deep voice who sings. Like I don't understand.
But he
that.
writes great songs.
Right. Hallelujah
Yeah.
is a great song. It just once you hear Jeff Buckley's version of it, you're like, well, that's what it should sound like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen sounds like he's trying to explain songs to you when he talks. What else?
Some of the other covers, Blinded by the Light, which was
Man
Bruce
for Man.
Springsteen. Yeah, but Man for Man did it. Nothing Compares to You, which was Prince wrote that.
That might be the biggest one of the biggest ones.
Respect by Aretha Franklin was another Otis Redding. Otis Redding
really?
who did Hard to Handle, and
No
that was
kidding.
actually
I just learned that today.
You
Yeah.
immediately think Respect. You
Yeah.
think Aretha Franklin, but Otis Redding actually wrote that. One of the funniest ones, Sound of Silence. Sounds of Silence, which Disturbed covered.
I hate that. I can't stand that song.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I didn't understand.
Well, that was the other guy too. What was his name? Pete Steele's band.
Typo Negative.
Typo Negative doing covers. They did Cinnamon Girl.
Yeah.
And he's just that same.
Dirt rockers, they love that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
No, they're
I'm not a fan.
catching. They're catchy songs.
Gio, you have not brought up.
Oh,
The Biz.
Faith.
Yeah. Faith by Limp
That's
Bizkit.
probably my favorite.
That's good.
Surprise.
That's good.
There's a cover of that the Lemonheads do of Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
great.
Oh,
That's
cool.
great.
That's a good one.
Aerosmith Come Together.
Yeah.
The Beatles.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Gary
through some
Clark
of the different
Jr.'s Come Together is really good too.
Probably the
dude.
better one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. Godsmack does a good version of it too.
Did it really?
Surprisingly, yeah. Speaking of dirt rockers, yeah.
Yeah, Godsmack is good too. How many people do Helter Skelter?
Oh,
You know, cover
You
the
too.
Beatles, Helter
You two do
Skelter.
a good cover of that.
You did a great cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard Cake's version of I Will Survive?
no.
That's pretty good.
yeah.
heard
Cake
it.
does a great War Pigs
Oh, yeah.
by Black Sabbath. Yeah.
So does
T-Pain.
T-Pain does a
T-Pain's
Dude,
great.
his is my favorite.
Ozzy reached out to T-Pain and said that's the best cover he's ever heard
Hell
of
yeah.
a Black Sabbath song. Yeah.
No, Faith No More did War Pigs too. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many.
I know. I love music.
Foo Fighters
blankets
did
there.
a great Darling Nikki.
Oh, really?
France, yeah. You ever hear him do that?
Probably.
And they did whatchamacallit, Rafferty. They did
Baker Street.
Baker Street. Yeah. Do a
I
good
love
version of
that
that.
song.
I used to like the version of Behind Blue Eyes that
Oh,
Limp Bizkit
yeah.
would do, but then Jelly Roll came out and ruined it. and now
What would Jelly Roll do?
he came out and sang it, and he was out of key, and it sounded horrible. And now I can't unhear that horrible version, so it's been destroyed forever.
You're trapped.
Hailstorm did Still at Night by Whitesnake. By the way, I've been watching so much of
Row.
Lizzie Hailstorm with Skid Row, and she is so good. Like, she almost sounds better than Sebastian back in the day.
Like I was telling my wife, I was trying to explain to her how cool that was, and I go, it's kind of like they're gonna go, hey, we were just doing this temporarily, but I think she's the new singer now.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah.
And in fact, somebody announced that she was the new singer. I'm like, she's not the new singer. She's on tour with them doing the stuff, filling in, but wouldn't be surprised if she winds up. It's weird because Hailstorm's here and Skid Row's here. So it's like,
Yeah, but
which one do you do?
you could get more
Can you do
mileage out of
both?
Skid Row right now.
Yeah.
I was doing a little bit of a dive over the weekend with Van Halen, trying to remember.
You're no good. Van Halen, Linda
Oh,
Ronstadt.
yeah.
Great cover.
Van Halen had David Lee Roth, then they had Sammy Hagar, and then they had Gary Sharon.
Ooh.
Then they went back to David Lee Roth, and then I think that was it, right? But I was thinking about what a bold move that was for them to get a new lead singer.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the thing was, even though they lost a little bit of the charisma with David Lee Roth, the singing wise, they got such a great singer that they became a stronger band. And then that one album was almost like the VH1 Van Halen, where they had a bunch of almost like adult contemporary songs on there, but they were still cool. And then the Gary Sharon one, another great singer, but no good songs. Like, can you name any one song? Yeah.
No, I was never a fan of Gary. I was
But he
just
can
never.
sing,
but
like-
I was never a fan of him in Extreme. Like Extreme was such a great band, and then he stood out as the sore thumb in there for me because they were like such great musicians and stuff. I just didn't like his voice. I don't like the way he sings and phrases
But how
stuff.
ballsy that they think that they were going to put 3 different lead singers
Yeah.
in their band
Yeah.
and it'd be Van Halen all 3 times.
Dude.
They got lucky with Sammy. And then I watched some of Gary Sharon singing David Lee Roth stuff. And that was pretty good. Like, he could pull it off.
So, according to Michael Anthony, who is going out on tour with Sammy and Jason Bonham and Joe Satriani, and they're doing Best of All Worlds, the Van Halen stuff, is that they will be doing David Lee Roth stuff. He will be singing some, and possibly Sammy singing some David Lee Roth stuff as well.
Yeah, that's going to be
Yeah.
crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Just for a long time, Sammy was like, "No, I don't want to do it."
I don't blame him.
But they may be doing some of that stuff. Like whenever Sammy played Sammy in the Circle, they'll do "Ain't Talking About Love," and Michael Anthony sings that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he can sing really well. He was the lead singer whenever they got him into Van Halen. He was the lead singer of his band. He played bass and sang.
Michael Anthony is one of the weirdest things. He's not fat.
Yeah, 100%.
He looks fat in his head, but he's not body fat.
Yeah,
Would you say he's got fat muscles or?
he's just square. He's
Yeah, he's
bloated,
average.
blocky.
Yeah.
He's average size, but he is definitely like if you'd say the fat one for Van Halen, but he's not really fat.
Yeah.
He's kind of little. He's just got a fat head, I think.
I think if I ever made a movie about caveman, I would have him as one. He'd be a good caveman.
That would make sense.
Right? He
That
just
makes
has
sense.
that look. And by the way, almost every day I apologize to Michael Anthony because when I was younger and didn't really know any better, he was just the drunk bass player that slammed his bass and did all that stuff. You listen to Van Halen
yeah.
stuff, he is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you so much on Eddie and Alex is awesome. David Lee Roth out there doing kicks and stuff. You're like, yeah, this guy just over here. But he really does play some unbelievable stuff.
And he just seems like he's the nicest, happiest guy in the world.
100%. Did you see the video of him and Sammy in the Ferrari the other day and singing "I Can't Drive 55"?
Oh,
Those guys
no,
together?
no,
Yeah,
no.
it was great. This one, by the way, another cover that really put him on the map, which was a great cover, was "Sweet Dreams," Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, they killed that song. They did a great job with
it
that
was
song.
so creepy and weird in the video and everything. You were like, okay, I see what this guy's all about.
That really pushed him into the mainstream, I feel
yeah,
like.
for sure. That was his big first crossover.
Well, and where is he now?
He's bloated and I
Yeah.
think going out on tour again. And
Wasn't he on trial
allegations.
for a
Yeah,
while?
there was a
Yeah.
bunch of different
There's some
allegations. and
sexual
other people
assault stuff,
coming
I
out.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that HBO documentary about that. I'm on Marilyn Manson's side on that one. It didn't seem like he did anything wrong.
I don't know. When I saw him raping Juice on Sons of Anarchy,
No, that's different.
Wait, what?
that changed
Well,
everything for me.
It's a TV show.
I could not see him the same way after that.
That's so
Very
true.
aggressive.
So
I don't know how
true.
they convinced him to do that.
Ooh,
That's all I can
me
think of too.
Some things you can't unsee.
Juice. Ugh. All right.
I
yeah.
saw him open for Slayer, Marilyn Manson, and he was
I was
just
gonna say juice.
he was just bloated, and he would like drink a sip of beer and then throw it down. And I was like,
Yeah.
get on with Slayer, get out of here.
The couple times I saw him, he was great.
Yeah,
He
me
put on
too.
a good show.
But it was also a long time ago.
Yeah, it was early on when he's first coming out.
All right, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll play a game, give some stuff away, and then Ian Beckles will be here at the top of the hour. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I won't move. I won't move, and I won't help you move. I'll just be very upfront about that. Mike Olivero, who I would say outside of you and Joe, does the most stuff for me in my life.
Okay.
He is moving, and I refused. I would not help him. I wouldn't even offer.
no.
I wouldn't even offer. I'm not that guy.
The good thing about him though is I don't think he would ask.
Never.
He knows.
Never ask.
Yeah, that's
Mike
nice.
Olivero would carry every box in his house on his back before he asked somebody for help. Now, don't
I
get me wrong.
believe that.
If he said to me, Mike, we're friends for a long time, I need your help, I'd go, Mike, here's $1,000. Call the moving company.
You'd go, all right, I'll send Spanish and
Yeah.
right over. So he is moving. He will no longer live near you.
There's no longer live near me.
Oh no,
He's out. He's officially out.
Is he still
Not
over
far.
on this side, or
Yeah, he's not far from here.
closer to me?
No.
Wait,
no,
further
closer
from
to me. Still. Yeah, further from you.
He's still in the gates.
Not these gates.
Ooh,
Oh,
Different gates.
different gates.
outside the village.
Ooh, forever unclean.
I cast him out. I said, you can no longer be here.
Be gone.
Carmen.
No.
Damn it.
He is.
Let's play a game.
Okay.
You pick.
I like games.
All right. Do it.
You better redneckignize. It's Redneck Bingo.
Truck, jeans, beer, girl, creek, boots, truck, tan legs, train, dog, beer, Dixie cup. Got a beer in my beer and a Chevy in my truck. Got a dog at the wheel, cut off jeans truck. Dirt road, back road, beer, moonlight, red, white, and blue, girl, Friday night.
There you go.
So that is Luke Bryan, and they, cut together all this stuff to make it sound like that. But Luke Bryan on American Idol with Katy Perry. Has everybody seen the Katy Perry recut video thing that she did?
I have not.
Yeah. By the way, does anybody believe she did this?
No.
Or she just posted it?
She posted
it.
Somebody recut the kicker from Kansas City Chiefs, his speech to make it look like he's talking good about pride and gay people and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, Katy Perry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, she's sitting in her laptop recutting videos. Get out of here.
All right, I got an artist, Carmen. Let's
Okay.
get a contestant, and let's play a little Redneck Bingo.
Let's do it.
Here we go, line 12. Good morning. Who is this?
Good morning, everybody. This is Kent.
Hi, Kent. Kent, we're going to play a country song, and you are going to tell us a word that will be in that country song. This country song is by the very famous Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Always popular girl. Got to get girl every
All right.
time.
All right, Kent's going with girl. Galvin, what do you got?
I'm going to go night.
Night. Okay. I know he likes half that word. Spanish?
Oh, what word you going with? You want to be a winner?
It's almost a guarantee for Morgan Wallen.
Oh my God.
What do you got?
Love,
Spanish?
love. Please,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Night. Love. Gio?
Baby.
Baby. All right. Carmen?
Let's go with grass.
Grass. Okay. We got girl, night, love, baby, and grass. This is Morgan Wallen with a song called "You Proof." I'm unaware of this song. I get 1 minute on the clock. Kent, here we go. Here we go. You Proof. I'm sorry, in that whole song, we did not get one girl, one night, one love, one baby, or one grass. Sorry, Ken. Thank you for playing. That song was horrible.
Yeah, it really was.
I don't get the Morgan Wallen thing. I like the one song that he has.
They love him, man.
They do love him.
That whole crossover country kind of hip hop thing with the 808s in the background and every once in a while start singing a little faster.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
I don't know. I watched Morgan Wallen's what show is he on? The Voice?
Yeah.
I had never seen it before, and they played it. They have it on the Instagram or whatever. The whole video of him coming in with his little feathered hair and all that. He's like, I'm
So
Morgan
funny
Wallen.
too. Did he even win it? Did he win?
I don't think so.
No, he did not.
Yeah, didn't win. So the experts don't even know.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to be.
You listen-
No,
final.
I think he quit though, on purpose. That's what
really?
he said. Yeah, he made it to the top 5 or something, and before he got all the way to the end, he quit.
Oh, like Benson Boone. He didn't want to have to owe the rest of his money to
Gotcha.
NBC or whatever
Smart.
it is. Yeah.
Little racism goes a long way with Morgan Wallen.
Oh, come on. All right. This artist is called Cody Johnson. Let me get a contestant. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Mac.
Mac.
How are you doing this morning?
We're great, sir. This song is by Cody Johnson. What would you like to pick?
City or state?
All right. Thank you. Please hold. I'm going to put you on hold. Galvin?
I'm going to go with the old favorite. Dirt!
I'm sorry. What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
over there.
you didn't hear me? I was saying that I want to go with the old dirt!
Oh, okay. Spanish?
Can I go God and or Jesus, or I got to choose
No,
one?
no, that's fine.
Okay.
You can't go God and Satan, but you can go God and Jesus.
All right, thank you.
All right. Gio?
Drankin.
Drankin. Carmen?
Who's the artist?
Cody Johnson. Isn't that your brother's name?
Cody
Yeah.
is my brother's name. Yes, I think he's gonna go with truck.
All right. What line did I have? 3?
Yes. Matt.
Hey, what is your name, Matt?
Mac. M-A-C.
Mac. Oh, that's cooler. Mac, I will tell you, we're going to have to make it official, but you're already a winner.
Oh.
Hold on, okay, Mac?
All right.
Because, Calvin, what did you say it was?
Oh, I am trying to remember. I said dirt!
Yeah. The name of this song by Cody Johnson, Dirt Cheap.
Yeah.
Looking for something that does it.
That sounds like the other song.
That wasn't the beginning. There you go.
This is the same song? No. No, this is the other song.
No, this is the song.
No. He literally just played that song.
Galvin's right. I hit the wrong button. My bad. This
Apologize, Carmen.
Dirt Cheap
No.
by Cody Johnson.
Code Man.
Down. We got
I'm sorry, hold on a second.
All right, I'm so confused.
I'm sorry. So I think we did this before because it was a terrible song, whatever. But he did say Lord.
He did say Lord.
Are we going Lord?
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
I will give you that. I will give you that.
He didn't ask for it though.
Oh, he's
I
gonna say
asked.
dirt anyways.
Yeah,
Relax.
I asked.
He was not.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh.
I'd rather just give that. But I feel like we owe people one more because I did a redo that I was unaware of.
All right.
Oh man, I don't know what this is, but it's got a picture of Wilfred Brimley.
Oh. I'm gonna go with diabetes.
No, I think this is Spanish Mexican.
Okay.
This is Lost.
I'm gonna go diabetes no bueno.
I got a new artist. Let me get a new contestant on the line. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Jeremy.
Jeremy. This band is called Country Joe and the Fish.
Wait, what?
What would you like to add for Country Joe and the Fish?
Let's go with country.
Country? All right, hold on. Galvin?
I'm gonna go bar.
All right. Spanish?
Walking.
All right. And Gio?
Truck.
And Carmen?
Love.
Love. This song is called Death Sound.
No.
Death sound.
Death Sound. Like that. Like right before you die, you have a death rattle. By Country Joe and the Fish.
All right.
1 minute on the clock. Looking for country, bar, walking, truck, or love by Country Joe and the Fish.
Nowhere.
It's an instrumental. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just going to give that guy a prize. I'm all
Just use a
over
different song.
it. Same words, different artists?
Yeah, I get different.
All
Yeah.
right, let me see.
Shuffle.
Oh, my God.
Somebody you've heard of in the century. Instead of Country Joe and the.
And the fish fry.
I mean, I just thought it would be
Party
good to
line.
have somebody different. All right, let me pick random song, Summertime, Kenny Chesney.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Looking for country, bar, walking, truck, and love.
Love.
Finally, Jesus Christ.
By the way, he says out on 49.
Oh.
That's what that line was. That we
What?
all thought was bar.
Ball
or-
tonight?
Bar,
No,
yeah.
you were the only one that thought it was
No,
bar.
you were talking about ballpark,
Oh,
idiot.
I got to hear it.
Hear that old ballpark man is back in.
That old ballpark, Matt.
Right after.
After that. Every time.
Carmen, will you give that guy a prize, please, just for all his trouble?
You got love.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, he did get it. I'm sorry.
I got love.
I got nothing.
I'm pretty sure I said love.
We should take a day off.
You said bar.
You said bar.
This is melted my brain. It completely melted my brain.
100%.
Oh, my God. Country music
done.
never Kenny Chesney
music.
never fails. Kenny Chesney will always give me
Yeah,
something.
thank God.
I will go out and say I am a Kenny Chesney fan.
Really?
Yes. I don't know if I'd go see him in concert again because I did that one time and I think that was enough. But I would say Kenny Chesney over Tim McGraw, over Garth Brooks.
All
I
right.
like Kenny
True or
Chesney.
false? I saw Kenny Chesney in concert.
True.
True?
True. With
That
Mike.
blows my mind.
Yeah, you like that? Remember?
That's pretty wild.
And the girl took my hat
What?
and I yelled at her.
Yeah,
I go,
why
if you
would
wanted
she-
a hat, bring a hat. Idiot.
Where was this?
Forever ago at the amphitheater.
Oh, good.
Wow.
I think with Bob Murray.
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah. I miss you, Bob.
That makes more sense. He didn't die.
And
I know. I just miss him.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
No,
No?
it was Toby Keith.
No, I'd never seen Toby Keith. I just saw Kenny Chesney.
Was it Kenny Chesney?
Miss you, Toby Keith.
Miss you. He's not dead.
Yeah, but I have to tell you,
Oh,
I'm
is he?
officially of the age where I can't remember
Because I remember
Yes.
you telling me that Kenny Chesney had all the hottest girls
all the
at his
hottest girls
concert.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 100%
And I was like, well, then let's
true.
go.
100% true. Yeah. Kenny Chesney and at the time Toby Keith too also drew a huge crowd. All right. Well, rest in peace, Toby. He is dead.
Yeah.
Kenny, live and well.
Yeah.
Kenny was married to who for like 3 weeks?
Sourface.
Yep.
Oh, Nicole Kidman.
Nope.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. I was saying that.
In front of Ian, you say that. Renee Zellweger. It just sounds like a bad word. Renee Zellweger was married to Kenny Chesney and then said that he couldn't perform or something to those lines. It was one of those reasons for getting a divorce that sounds like he couldn't get it up.
He's little though.
He couldn't meet the something in marriage or whatever.
That's little
They
guy,
never
isn't he?
consummated the marriage.
I think they did.
That poor guy.
And it's so funny that there's no proof that they were ever together. No one's ever seen them together. Or anything.
He did come back and say that he just needed Uncle Cracker in the room with him. That was the only thing that could get him
going. Yeah,
That's so gross and weird.
Well, I think Uncle Cracker's out with him like all the time. They did one song together. He's like, "Yeah, you got to come on tour with me from now on." Uncle Cracker's like, "All right, I'll tell the 7-Eleven I'm not going to be at work."
I interviewed Uncle Cracker one time, and I go, "What's it like being friends with Kid Rock?" He goes, "It's hard at times." And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "I don't know, because he'll call me up and I'll go, come on, let's come up here. I'll send a helicopter for you. We're gonna go riding 4-wheelers and bonfires and all that." And I go, I'm not rich like you.
Yeah.
I have the kids that have homework due. You know, that's funny. All right, Carmen will grab the winners. We'll take a break. Ian Beckles will join us when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
Unless I haven't been notified, but no, I don't think anything.
All right, that's fine. Ian Beckles is here with us. Ian just dropped some bad news on me. He said, "Good luck finding a fishing charter 3 days before when it's tarpon season." I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that's when they make all their money.
Yeah. Have you ever done that? Gone tarpon or sail fishing or one of those?
I went sail fishing last week.
You did?
With Mike Mahoney.
Did you catch anything?
We actually went overnight and I slept in the boat.
Oh, that's cool.
And we caught a sailfish.
I don't trust anybody that much.
It's not about trust. It's
Don't
just
trust
about
Mike
being
Mahoney.
comfortable.
I don't trust Mike Mahoney at all. Next thing you know, I'll be cutting my Achilles and throwing me in the water.
Nah, he's pretty trusting. We
just
got
kidding.
sailfish, kingfish, snapper. We were going for wahoo. We didn't catch a wahoo, though.
You didn't. What do you do with the sailfish? You throw it back in?
Threw it back in.
Yeah. I mean, that's where it doesn't make sense to me. I caught a sailfish, and you fight it for an hour, and it's freezing, and the boat's getting you all wet because it's backing up into the fish, and you finally pull
What kind
it.
of fishing excursion are you on? We're not wet.
I went in the Keys, and I went in the winter. We happened to be down there. The great Enrico Ciccone from The Lightning was visiting from Canada.
He was great.
We went down to the Keys, and me, him, and Pete, and then we got a fishing charter, and we went out on the boat, and we went sail fishing and hooked one and reeling it in, and they backed the boat up towards it because it was such a hard fight. It was such a big fish. And then they, it took like literally a half hour to get it. We finally get it, and we pull it up to the board. I'm like, all right, what do? We eat this bitch or whatever? We're going to stuff it. We're going to take it to the thing. The guy pulls it up, we take a picture of it, and they let it go. And I went, whoa, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm going to stuff it. I'm going to hang it over my mantle. And they're like, you don't stuff it anymore. You just take a picture of it, and then they recreate it.
Yeah, they taxidermy it.
They don't taxidermy. They fake it. They fake it.
Well, that's what they call it now. They take a picture, they take measurements, and then they go with that.
And they fake it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to kill it. What a majestic, beautiful animal.
I don't really want to kill it. Unless you're going to eat it, I don't really want to kill it.
You can eat them and smoke them. You can.
And I wouldn't, because it's not something I'm going to do like bass. In my mind, you don't eat a lake bass. So if
why?
I don't know. Nobody's ever cooked one for me. I've never had it before.
What do you mean? Bass is beautiful fish.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I just to me it's like a dirty water fish. Okay. Yeah, you eat a lake bass.
Of course, I eat everything from the lake. A catfish, everything.
Yeah,
everything is clean from the lake. Now
I'm not saying it's not. It's just in my head. I got
walleye, bream.
Yeah,
you eat bluegills.
I'm not eating no bream.
A lot of
trout.
A lot of people who don't have a lot of money will go fishing for carp. Yeah. Even though carp's kind of garbage fish, whatever you know.
Who would do that?
People that are poor.
Oh. We used to throw away carp, my father and I, and our Asian neighbor almost fought us. He goes, the next time you throw away a carp, and he said something, I was young, I don't know what he said, but we brought him a carp, and he cooked it, and it was the best fish I've ever eaten in my life. Give it to an Asian person.
Yeah.
They don't play. They don't throw the head away.
No.
None of it.
Delicious.
You see black dudes fishing in anything that has water.
Facts.
Yeah, and it's weird because we all have my Uncle Joe stopped at the butcher on the way home to pick up stuff from my Aunt Terry, And he looked over, and they had the heads of the sheep in there. He said, "What do you do with the heads?" The guy said, "What do you do with the heads?" He goes, "We eat them." He goes, "You want the heads? You come in every Friday. I'll give you all the heads you want." That's the thing.
Yeah.
One man's trash, another man's treasure. So the Asian guy eating the carp, the guinea's eating the sheep's head, the black dude's pulling fish out of a pond behind a gas station.
Asians
whatever
and
works.
Italians both eat the intestines. The tripe.
The tripe, yeah. Oh,
The brothers eat the intestines too.
Yeah,
chitlins.
Chitlins, yeah, it's
You ever
different.
eat chitlins?
I don't believe I have.
No. If you ate it, you'd know.
No, then I have not.
Okay, because you the smell alone.
Don't yell at me like you're old black grandfather.
I'm sorry. Just the smell alone.
Yeah.
When I walked
Is it
into a
bad
house,
smell?
oh,
Really?
like old dirty socks.
Oh no.
And it tastes like old dirty socks.
Yeah, that's kind of what tripe tastes like.
Yep.
Tripe, you like eat it for a minute and it's good, and then you're like, why am I still struggling to chew through this?
There's so many other parts of the pig,
Right.
and I'm not poor.
Yeah.
So what the hell am I eating chitlins for?
Yeah. I get you. Sometimes you get something that tastes so good, you're like, I can't believe I'm eating a knuckle, or something like that.
Well, that's when you have to give the black people
The knuckles?
anything that white people couldn't cook. They give it to black people, and we figure it out, and then we raise the price high in Publix. Now oxtail is expensive. Y'all just found out about oxtail like 5 years ago.
Yeah, and don't try to give me any tongue either.
Tongue is delicious. Lingua?
Don't ask me to eat something that's named after what it is. Nobody gives me caputella and says, "Here, you want some face?"
Lingua tacos?
No, I don't.
Delicious.
I'm not saying it's not, but don't tell me. Don't be like, "Here, you want some ear?" I'm not eating an ear.
Just they won't tell you, and they'll give it to you, and you go, this
I'll
is amazing.
enjoy the hell out of
Yeah,
it.
you
I'm
will.
sure.
Yeah, you will.
But yeah, Carmen.
I was going to say one thing that I've tried and I can't figure out how to eat: chicken feet.
Oh, you
I'm
just
not really, they don't look right to me.
I've eaten them.
No.
They're delicious.
No.
But you get them.
A dim sum, yeah.
Yeah, you get them at dim sum, but I don't know. But there's no meat on them.
Yeah,
there's no
skin.
How do you eat it? Do you eat the whole thing?
No, you just suck the skin off the bones.
Yeah. Carmen, I think it's like
I'm out.
I think it's like
delish.
turkey necks or chicken necks. It's more about the experience.
The non.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
But
turkey
it's
neck.
not.
Can I tell you? And I'll
I'm
put
good.
this challenge out there. I will eat a crab more than anybody else.
Oh.
When I eat a crab, there'll be dust left on
I
that
love
plate.
crab.
Yeah.
You ever have shrimp heads? Fried shrimp heads?
No.
Delicious.
No. Here's my
Delicious.
answer to this question.
Yes.
When I go to Mr. and Mrs. Crab, have you been there?
Favorite place.
Pretty damn good.
King crab, Mrs. and Mrs. Crab medium.
Yeah,
All day
that's
long.
perfect.
Perfect.
Why do they give you the choice to have the shrimp with the heads on? Who's getting that besides the Asian
I get
people?
the head on.
Ooh.
It's an experience thing. It's just an experience thing. Everything is better with the head on.
You eat the head?
No, you take the head off, but everything is better with the head on or on the bone. Because it's more natural.
Yeah. Like I do like crawfish with the head on. Like I don't just eat the tails. I eat
Suck
everything.
all of it.
Yep.
The rooter to the tutor.
More flavor.
From the- I'm sorry, what was that?
From the rooter to the tutor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Spanish, I'm going to ask you this question.
Yes.
Who wins in a fight? Ian Beckles or Titus O'Neil?
Oh, Ian Beckles.
Thank you, Spanish.
Yeah.
Gio?
Ian Beckles.
Galvin?
Listen, I don't want to fight either of them, but I'm going to tell you that I feel like Titus has gym muscles where Ian's got, I'm going to push you back 30 yards muscles. I go Ian.
Wait. Well, should we have started this by saying we don't want to fight either of them?
No, now you have to fight them.
Because I feel like
Too bad. You gotta do it. You gotta fight
I
both
should have said that.
at the same time.
You should have started by asking the old guy if he wants to fight Titus O'Neil, and the answer is no.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
You don't want to, but,
nobody
you know.
wants to. It's a matter of if it came down to it.
How old's Titus?
I just
40?
47.
7?
Oh,
Let me
Jesus,
finish.
Carmen's saying like it's over.
like he's dying.
It's over. 47.
Yeah.
Well, no. Listen, Titus O'Neil is 47. He's 6'4" and 270.
Got a body like a chocolate bunny.
That's the stats on Titus.
Yeah.
Ian Beckles,
A little older.
56.
Little wider.
Yeah. A lot wider.
Yeah. But
Lot
so far,
shorter.
you're three people.
But
So you're winning.
height and weight has never been a factor in my world.
Not in a fighting.
Like, I've
situation.
lost fights and to guys half my size.
Yeah.
And I've whacked guys bigger than me. So
Yeah.
it really sizes. Now, the science comes into play. If I fight Pap and I run at him, science is going to make him lose.
See, I said that about Uriah Faber.
No.
Right. I learned that lesson. But I just assumed Uriah Faber was Spanish's size. And that if I rolled over and just fell on him, and that eventually I'd just choke him to death because I'm on top of him. And then I realized, and then I apologized to him for even suggesting that
As
for a
you
second.
rush him,
Yeah.
And he's sizing you up, and he gets you in that lock. By the time you hit the ground and one of your tibias is snapped, you're gonna go, that's enough.
Yeah,
like he's not even gonna punch you. He's like,
you're gonna make me pee my pants.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
I'm just telling everybody, if you're gonna try a different sport, don't try it with a professional.
No.
They're gonna wax you. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. Even like we always joke around. Martin Gramatic is an athlete. Mm-hmm. He gets crap all the time for being little and being a kicker. He's an athlete.
Yes, he is.
So if you try to play a sport against him, you have to take into consideration that you're playing against an athlete,
a professional athlete,
a champion,
whose mentality is a little bit different than yours.
Right.
At the gym, when you stop, professional athletes don't stop.
No.
I'm just letting everybody know that you can't stop.
I still think, like, for the Olympics, they should take last place and then regular people and have them compete just so you can see the difference.
Oh, I get you. So if people are like, I could beat the silver medalist.
Right. But you take last place, the person who got last place in, let's say, the 100-meter dash, whatever sport it is. You take last place and you put them against, like, 5 regular people.
Yeah.
Just so you can see the difference.
So, Carmen, who do you think wins in a fight, Ian or Titus?
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Remember to say you don't want to fight him.
Be honest, Carmen.
Listen, I love you, Ian.
Thank you.
I love you very much.
Yeah.
But Titus O'Neill's hands are huge.
Yeah.
You ever seen these mitts?
Yeah.
I have. Ian has some big hands.
Actually, my hands are not huge. But big hands and fighting don't got nothing to do with each other, to be honest with you.
They do.
Yeah, the MFer is the number one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's the number one thing. Like, I fought dudes that are 180 that I don't want to fight again.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the hand size. It's something that you can't measure.
Yeah.
And some people are just fight. I don't even know if Titus ever been in a fight my whole life.
No, I don't know that either.
I mean, he fakes fights for a living.
That's not the same.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Listen, I played against Goldberg back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And mopped him.
Yeah.
In my sport, though. It was my sport.
I think you'd beat him in wrestling, too. He's a stinky wrestler. That'd be interesting. Too bad we can't do the punch-out, because that would really be a draw.
I mean, Titus is fast. You saw when he came down that ramp.
His accuracy is a little bit
That
off.
was 10 years ago, by the way.
Be able to hide from it.
That was
10 years
that was
ago?
about 10 years ago.
Oh, man.
I did a lot of stuff 10 years ago that I can't do today.
Yeah, me
Okay,
too.
Mike, my question, who do you want to fight? Ian or Titus?
I don't want to fight either one.
No,
of them.
you have to.
You have to. You have to pick. You got to pick. You got to pick a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it scary when somebody says that?
And you're looking at one of them.
I don't want to fight either one of them. If I had to pick one,
You have to fight one.
I'll be honest with you. I would pick Ian, even though I would still lose. But here's my thing: is I'm intimidated to fight somebody that's taller than me, and Titus is taller than me.
He's tall.
Yeah,
He's tall.
So not that it's going to help me in any capacity. I just feel like, I remember when we were first doing the punch out, and I was like, maybe I'll challenge other radio people to fight in the punch out. And then I started thinking of the people who could say yes. You, Diaz.
Ron's not going to fight.
No, but still, like the one on a whim, if Diaz was like, I'll help old Cowhead out. I'll fight him.
You wouldn't fight Ron.
No.
You wouldn't fight Ron. Nor would I fight you.
No. It's better that we all just love each other.
It would be a bad business decision, and just like after we fight, okay, and we're good, okay?
Yeah.
We're not going to be the same. It's impossible.
No.
It's either you're going to whoop me, and I'm going to really not want to be in the same room as you, or I'm going to whoop you, and you're going to look at me funny. Oh, it's just not going to be the same.
Hey, Ian, let's skip Monday.
Yeah.
No, everything's cool. Everything's cool. I just need a couple of weeks. Yeah, it would not be. Although I think for the fun of the punch out, I would do something like that. But I don't like. I'm not looking to go like Spanish and Martin went. But to go in there out of shape and just box it out, I think it would be fun. But I don't.
I know I get hurt.
Yeah, I definitely get hurt.
But I'm talking about, I think I would get hurt to where I would need surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't really participate halfway. Like, I go all out. And I'm like, if you punch me one time, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go crazy and probably throw my shoulder out. I don't even play pickleball because I'm going to dive for the ball because I hate to lose.
Yeah.
So I only go one way, dude.
The other day I was having a catch with my daughter and I threw the football and I just snapped my arm.
I can't even really throw a football with him. I just realized on a football field,
right.
Kid was 10 yards away, and I cocked my arm, and my arm said, "Don't do that."
Oh, really?
And I just put the ball down. Like, my
here
arm is...
or here?
Bro, You don't know my shoulders.
No,
I would say top 5 worst shoulders in the band. And I've had one rotator. This one is torn for sure.
Yeah.
And just the inner workings of them aren't great.
I'm switching my pick to Titus.
It's wise. I'm not fighting anybody now.
I did hear Ian stand up over off that chair, and he went,
that's an age thing, though.
Yeah, well.
It doesn't necessarily have to be age. It just comes with age.
Yeah, and I ain't small to be getting up off chairs and, 3 and some.
I was sitting down yesterday, so not comfortable. I was on like a bar stool, but I was just so solid where it was that a couple of people were like, hey, no, it's cool. Like they knew that I just didn't want to move.
Didn't want to move.
I had to teach a young buck yesterday about the art of saying no to people. My wife said, I need you to do this. And I looked at her and I went,
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing it. I'm not doing it right now. And then she walked away. I go, that's what you have to learn how to do. You got to get to an age where you can comfortably say no to people.
That is that age.
Now, sure enough, I did it.
I've been at that
eventually,
age for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'll stop people before they finish the sentence. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I know 5 words in that I don't want it.
I know.
Like I get people trying to sell me stuff all the time. I go, ooh, no, thank you.
Yeah. You know, interesting. I'm when I get those phone calls, not the ones that go silent, boop, hello. I don't treat them well. But the ones that I get where, hey, I'm calling from Bob's Pavers, and I go, hey, Bob, thanks, not interested. Like I try to be nice, but
on the phone.
Not like. But they'll be like, hi, this is Bob. I go, hey, Bob, thank you. But I'm not interested.
I'm not
hang
nice
up.
on the
I just
phone.
hang up. I don't.
I'm not nice on the phone.
Yeah.
Not the people calling me and bothering me.
When you get so I just bought this thing for my phone. It arrives according to Amazon yesterday, but I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
It sticks on the back of your phone, and it can record both sides of the conversation. So I'm using that now. Yeah.
Really?
What?
it sticks on the back of the phone? Yeah, so that's what we had growing up. That my dad had.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it's a suction cup, and it would go into a tape recorder back in the day, whatever. I don't know what it does now,
It's
but yeah.
digital now,
And it would record, but we were like, that's the greatest. I mean, you give that to a bunch of kids, we're prank calling everybody.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, but now I have it, and the amount of times that my phone rings during the day, now I can talk to them all. You know, now I have a reason. I'm just recording them all. I talk to the people when it rings now, and it goes boop. Hello, Mr. Mike, and I go, yeah. A lot of times they ask my brother, and they go, hello, is this John? And I go, yes, it is, John. Do you still live at this address? I go, yes, I do. We want to come out. I go, come on out. Give me a free estimate. I'm just waiting for my brother to call me one day and go, God damn, like 6 people showed up at my house to give me estimates on stuff.
Is John giving your cell phone number out?
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's using my phone or somehow the wires got crossed and his name, my name, phone numbers, whatever's working out. I don't know. All right, Ian Beckles is hanging out with us. We got to take a break, though. Our phone number is 727 579-1025 or 800-771-1025. We'll grab some phone calls here if we have time before we end the show. And we'll see what Ian's got coming up this week. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone.
So they have that drum video channel, Drumeo, that does all the different stuff. And you saw Chad Smith playing 30 Seconds to Mars. They play them a song. They don't have the drums in it. And then they listen through and kind of chart it out and play along with it and stuff. They just did that Paramore where they had the drummer from Megadeth do it.
Yeah.
And he listened through it once. And he goes, do you want me to play it now or what? And they're like, yeah. And he goes, all right, what the hell? Whatever, did it and did really good, like very close to doing it with only hearing it without the drums or anything. And then he
just shows you how easy it is to play the drums.
But he then he listened to it and he was like, oh, that, there was a few little things, whatever. But it was pretty cool. And he said how good it was. Because that drummer from Paramore, I think when he recorded that, he was like 18 or something. Yeah, and that's a really good drum song. Yeah, it's cool though. It's interesting to watch those guys. A lot of different places are doing that now, where they have like guitarists do it or keyboard players, or try and figure it out. And it's amazing. Good musicians can be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I would do this.
There's some stuff on social media that is redeeming. Like that's cool, especially if you're a drum fan. You don't have to be. There's a guy. Have you ever seen a guy that maybe you've heard of him or you've seen him? You don't put two and two together. His name is Cody Tucker. And he does a show on YouTube, and he does these shorts on Instagram where he'll just do like an interesting story. Like the other day, he did Steve McQueen, and he said Steve McQueen was invited to go out to a party, and he said that he'd be there. And instead of going to the party, he called this girl to see if she wanted to go, and she said, "Why don't we just stay in for the night?" And he was like, "All right, I'm going to go stay in for the night with her." That party ended up being hosted by this guy, which also had Sharon Tate and these other people, and that's when Charles Manson went in there and killed everybody. when Charles Manson was found, he had a list of people he wanted to kill on him. Frank Sinatra was number 1. Steve McQueen was number 2. So he no doubt would have gotten killed at that party.
Wow.
Just interesting things like that I didn't know about. Or a lot of times he does things like this is what's his name? John Voight. John Voight is the father of Angelina Jolie. That. But he'll do some of them, and you go, yeah, and then you'll go, what? I didn't know. Or the cousin of this guy and the sister of this girl. It's pretty interesting. So Cody's going to join us on the show on Thursday. I think he said to just try and incorporate that into this show somehow.
There's a 5-year-old Asian girl that they'll play some music for her. They played Superstition, and she listened to it, and then she got on the piano, and then she just figured it out. Like I love that. Like I love that you're born for music. Like she goes, that's an A flat, and like she knows everything about music, and she's 5.
Do you realize that? Do you look at things like not necessarily physically exerting, but do you look at things and go, I can't do that. Like I don't. I know that I don't have. I could play guitar for the next 5 years, and I'll never be good at playing guitar.
I disagree.
Maybe if I played it for 5 years every day, but I don't. There are certain things I know I can be good at, and I don't feel like that's one of them.
I don't like to use the word can't.
Yeah.
But I know my strengths.
Right.
I think I can do anything if I'm passionate about it.
Sure.
But there's certain things I'm not like I tried to play the guitar, and I go there and I have a lesson. The guy goes, "Oh, you're natural." Like I get home and I forget it all.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's not natural.
It's not natural to me, so I'm not drawn to that.
Right.
There's other things that I'm more natural of. I think everybody gets drawn to what you're natural at doing. And there's certain things I'm just not great at.
We said the other day, Galvin brought it up, I don't like golf. And Galvin said, if you were good at golf, you would like golf. And I said, I disagree because I'm terrible at basketball. But if you were like, let's play basketball, okay. I'm interested in playing even though I know I'm going to sweat and get tired and be terrible at it. I still will play it.
I'm not that guy. If I'm not good at something, I will cease to participate in it real quick.
It's weird. He's the same way. He's
competitive. I listen to you guys every day, and me and Galvin our mentalities are very similar.
I don't have
That's what winners do.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is that doesn't even doesn't even bother me when you said, not that you're trying to bother me, but that doesn't even affect me. Because I just want to have fun and I want to be comfortable and I don't care if we win or we lose or anything.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Like I listen to Galvin speak, and Galvin's the kind of person, if he sits down and participates in a game, he 100% unequivocally thinks he's going to win.
Yes. I'm wants to be the best ever.
I'm the same. Like I won't sit down.
Yeah.
That's not true. I love to play chess. I will play chess against somebody who's way superior to me because that's the only way you get better.
Yes.
But I know before the game, I kind of know I'm not going to win. I'm just trying to get better. But I like golf, okay? I got obsessed with I broke 80 in golf.
Oh, wow.
I got obsessed with golf. I was playing golf 3-4 times a week. So when I get into something, it's a lot. I dream about it, and I'm like, how can I get better? And I'm practicing them at the range every day, or I don't do it at all.
Yeah. I just don't have that for everything. I'm not like, I'll try.
You know your strengths. You're doing all right.
I mean, I'll be fine.
Right?
I think I'll be okay.
Is that your son's new whip up front?
Yeah.
Good for him.
It's his old whip, but he just wrapped the whip. Yeah.
Panani's going to try to jump into that.
Listen, I got him the Tesla, and he wrapped it green. And I went, who takes a black Tesla and wraps it green? Then I saw it, and I went, oh, that's pretty nice. Then he gets a BMW, and he's like, I'm going to wrap it. And I go, in the green again? He goes, no, like a purple. I go, what are you? I wanted to be like, what are you, 17? And I went,
fresh.
Oh, he is 17. And it is fresh. And the girls do seem to like it. And
he's doing okay,
it also shows you that I don't know anything.
Your son doesn't have any barriers.
No.
He doesn't have any barriers. He's got too much going on for him.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Punani's just coming. It has to be just invading him.
Yesterday, there was a bunch of people here for his graduation party, and a lot of them were his friends, the kids, and I really was the first time I got to see the whole gaggle of girls at one point, and I went, okay, that's he's had a good 4 years.
Now my daughters went to Plant, and when all their friends would come over, all their friends are models.
Yeah, there wasn't one ugly girl.
Not
there.
one.
Yeah.
You know what? All the moms are hot.
Yeah,
like almost all of them. I mean,
that's true.
South Tampa thing. It's a money thing, you know. You don't have no poor people here.
No, that's true. This is a very sexy, rich neighborhood.
Won't let them in.
Yeah,
At the gate. They're like,
we're gonna kick Olivero out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, poors.
Right?
Go to the back gate.
So Pat Blart up front, Me and her are in cahoots.
You good now?
Like today, I didn't even have my ID.
Right. Well, she knows all the black people that come in here.
Okay, not all of them. Me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All three of them. She knows them all.
Me, Titus, and who's the other one?
I don't know.
There's not a third one yet.
Yeah, I don't know the third one.
Chad.
Apply for it.
Chad. Titus is coming in the studio either this week or next week. So if you guys want to mix it up.
No.
That's just what made me think of it. Titus texted me this morning, and then I realized that you were coming in today, and I thought, well, that's neither one would I want to fight. What would happen when those dinosaurs fought each other? That would be,
I like Titus a lot.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's good, folks.
I mean, I'm kind of sick of seeing his face everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's the jelly roll of wrestling.
I don't even know what he does really. Because I'm going to interview Titus 6 times at the radio station. Yeah. And every time I started by going, I've never seen you wrestle.
Yeah.
And he goes, you keep on saying that. I go, I've never seen you wrestle.
Are you watching wrestling?
I watch wrestling.
Were you watching?
Yeah, but not steady the whole way. But I've watched every other wrestler wrestle except for him.
Would you say Titus's most memorable wrestling appearance ever was when he fell under the ring?
It's not close.
It's not even close.
It's not close.
Right?
No.
Which to me, I think is a genius move, but he swears it was an accident.
Well, I don't know if it was an accident because I don't know how he didn't hurt himself. You're running full bore. Like there could have been anything under there.
Yeah,
there could have been a metal plate there.
Yep.
He'd have broke his neck. Like I don't know. That was scary.
Yeah, it was.
And he just popped up like nothing happened.
It was one of the most memorable things ever.
Unbelievable.
Speaking of, one of the most memorable first pitches I've ever seen was Gary Delabate, the producer for Howard Stern Show. Mm-hmm. This is a man who grew up a Mets fan, grew up playing sports, playing softball, and all that. He threw the first pitch. It was so ridiculously bad that when we had him on the show, I said, Gary, that had to have been planned. The whole world was talking around the next day. As much as you wanted to throw a strike at a Mets game, you said, I'm going to throw it over, and it's going to be national news. And, Howard will make fun of it for years. And he said, no. And he goes, I had a guy in an elevator the next day said to me, you guys are geniuses. And I said, I wish I could say it was true. But he swears it was real. And then that was the worst one I've seen until this. We had talked to Nervous Jared a couple of weeks ago. He's going around. Nervous Jared, remember Nervous Jared? Yeah, he's going blind.
Okay.
And he's not there yet.
Okay.
He's going blind, and his goal is to throw a first pitch at as many stadiums as he can before he loses his sight. Have you seen this yet?
I have not.
All right. Is it on Bone TV, Joe?
Yeah. Yes, Mike.
I'm sorry for you people who can't see this. They're driving, but it's on Bone TV. This is Nervous Jared's first pitch. Here we go. He's being escorted to the mound, and he's throwing to the mascot.
By the way, in front of the mound, and the mascot is way in front of home plate.
He's 15 feet away.
Yeah, towards the pitcher. Yeah. He gets there, he goes for the windup, puts his feet together, and throws it. Oh! He throws it.
You've never thrown a ball in your life.
Yeah.
In your life.
Like, I don't understand that. Like, I grew up, I'm different, I guess, but like sports it's a natural thing.
Me too.
Catching and throwing is a natural thing.
Yeah.
Just catch the ball and then throw them. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
It was pretty awful. If I were him, I would quit doing the throws. I would realize this isn't for me. Well,
I don't know if the world is for him throwing the ball like that.
I got to tell you though, that's brutal for a lot of people. You ever see Conor McGregor's first pitch?
No, but I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. Like, you got to imagine that people are practicing before they go out there.
You would think, yeah, but Conor McGregor, I go, they don't have baseball in Ireland? He's never seen a baseball? Because his was terrible. There's a lot. 50 Cent was terrible.
50 Cent was terrible.
How did 50 Cent not play any sports? I don't get it.
All I know is if I was going out there and I knew people were going to be watching me, I'd at least practice with somebody for a couple of days.